It's not web surf. You thought it was web surf just because I used a surfing emoji? Whatever would give you that idea? I would love to do web surf again. I think we're out of websites. I really do. I just don't think there are any more websites on the platform. I've looked. I went to the responses for web surf. Doesn't exist. Sadly, we're done. Hundo watch close again. I know, dude. I know. We're so close. Am I set up? It's harder to do than you think. Popeye was data mined? No, he fucking wasn't. Don't lie to me. Shut up. Oh, lioness. I want a Red Bull now. Influenced. Thanks, Fetch. Thanks for the Prime. Can we check in on only one here? It has been quite a bit, hasn't it? I wonder how he's doing. I'm curious. Oh, he's still gaming. Kind of an unnecessary shot on this one. What the hell did they do? What's wrong with them? I guess because it's on Switch? Huge steaming pile of garbage. Heavy admiration from journalists and gamers for adding features that should have been in the game from the very start. I mean, it's kind of spitting, right? Greedy developers are charging $60 for a 6-year-old game. Wait, is that true? No Man's Sky is 60 now, still? Ooh, I don't know about that. That's crazy. Hi, claimers. Congrats on the free sub. There are 2 ways to claim it. One of them is going below the stream and using the Prime. You probably have a Prime and don't even know it. Just go below the stream and hit subscribe, and you'll probably be able to do it for free. There's a little box there that says subscribe. Or I think there's one up here. I think I have one on my overlay. That's one way to do it. Another way to claim your free sub, hit ! claim in the chat. You're going to go ahead and get a code that you can use later on in the stream. Thanks, everybody. The claim worked. Thanks, T-Dot. Congrats. Glad you got it. Thanks, Pizza Pasta. Thank you. I was already gifted a sub this month. Then pay it forward. Pay it forward. Like Forced Fart, who makes me say their name by giving 5 subs. I wish they didn't. Don't like that name, but thank you for the gifties. Delicious. Thank you. Forces me even. Yeah, that's good. Why does he... I don't get why No Man's Sky is catching his stray. Thank you, Ariel. Thank you, Yoplin. Overwatch? Huh? After the release of this garbage, I can say without question that Blizzard are by far the worst AAA devs of all time. They have never released a true AAA quality game. Man. He's hateful. Oh, hell no. He did it twice? These are 2 different reviews. Wait a minute. Is he a bot? This is so weird to me. I feel like this is an AI. Because he uses the same phrases all the time, and he reviewed the same game twice and said different things. Like, he didn't even bring up 6v6 here. FIFA, Lego Brawl, Splatoon. Oh, no. It's so weird to me that Nintendo will hold off 30 years on making a new Star Fox or F-Zero or whatever because they don't have a new idea. But then they're just like, yeah, fuck it, send Splatoon 3. Who cares? I don't care if it's the same. Just do it again. Because Splatoon sells. I guess that's it. If F-Zero sold like that, they'd just do it more too. That's true. Saints Row got a 1. What for? Driving? Because of the customization. I was going to say, is it the cars? Thank you, Mugman. Thank you, Xenon. Thank you, Normally Normal. Thank you, Mr. 17. Oh, my God. Thank you, JM Crofts, for the raid. Oh, dude, Crofts, I was just... Oh, my God. Hold on. I watched through... Are you still here? I watched your video on moves that would kill you, and I'm going to steal that idea. That's a great idea. And I agree with you about Zangief. I also saved this video. Hold on. I have something in my watch later for me. Hold on. Here, fighting game characters the FGC got wrong. I'm holding on to that one for later. Keep up the good work. That one's for me later. I'm excited. Because we have a lot of that on our side of the aisle, too. I can't wait to... I saw Elena, I was like, oh, hell yeah. Alrighty, everybody, please go subscribe to JM Crofts. Puts out great stuff about fighting games. Yeah, I watched this one all the way through today. It's a good video. By the way, Yoga Fire, definitely gonna kill. Instantly. You're the Elena expert now. Hell yeah. 200 useless facts. Dude, I literally just looked at it today and I found that. Look. WatchMojo put out a 30-minute video of useless facts. How could I not? Are you kidding me? Coney, go watch the newest Sakurai video. I bet it's not even good. Yeah, no. This is the exercise one? Why would I watch this? These videos are so bare now. He's just like, exercising while you game is a good idea because you're distracted and then you're going to burn calories while you play. Dun 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 dun. Video complete. Like... Says the reactor? Yeah, that's how you know it's a bad video. I can't even react to it. You know how easy this is? I just watch somebody else's work and talk about it. He can't even do that right. Says the one not exercising. Bro, where am I? Never mind. My weights are over there, and I don't want to get up. You win this time. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Hope you guys had a good one. I'm chilling. I had something to show you and reveal tonight, but it's not ready. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let me turn on the lights. Wait. You guys haven't noticed this yet, but there's new lighting, okay? Nobody even commented on it. Watch this. Ready? Okay. Announcement tonight? No, there's an announcement tomorrow. There's an actual announcement tomorrow, but we're working on something that I thought would be done today. Okay, check this out. Ready? Nobody even noticed this. This is the normal stream setup, okay? This is as you know it. Watch this. Nobody even noticed. This is what it was for the past 2 days. Did you guys not even notice? You see how much brighter it is? Ah, kind of nice. Why does Coney have a nice light in here? Whoa, a second light bulb. Crazy. It's actually the only light bulb. The other one's the panels. It's not that much brighter. It's at 35%. I could make it way brighter, but I'm keeping it here for now. I noticed because I can see your pores now. I've got, like, big pores on my nose. Underwatch. I've noticed everybody, when I was in high school, this kid named Jesse, who I'd never talked to before, came up to me. And he was like, hi, you're Zach? And I was like, yeah. He's like, you have really big pores. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean, Jesse? I think he's a famous dancer now. I think he's done backup dancing for, like, I don't know, really famous people. Fuck Jesse. Coney, the new gym leader is just like you. Okay, I didn't see this yet. Let me see why people are complaining. I haven't actually watched this. I saw everybody complaining about it this morning. Okay. Hold on. But does he have a license to backflip? No, I don't think so. I'm the only person that I know of with such a distinction. Okay. Meet Iono? No way it's Iono. I don't know. Like that? It can't be it. Iono. That's not a fun name to say. She's you. I'll be the judge of that. By the way, this reminds me. I want so badly to make a fighting game just so I can have a streamer character. I've thought about this, actually, and I think this is what sparked it. I want a fighting game so I can have a streamer character in one game. Oh, you got ads? Oh, that's tough. Self-insert? No. Well, maybe eventually. I wanted, not Julia. No. I want a streamer character that in one game is like on top of the world and really popular, and in the next game is in his washed era. Who like desperately clings to the fame and attention of other people. Ken, kind of. Like he's trying to find a way to break back in. And he can't, like, give up the feeling of, like, really wanting people to watch him, you know? And all of his moves are a little bit weaker, but maybe they're more desperate, you know? I just think that'd be neat, you know? That's Dan from Street Fighter. I mean, that's, I guess, the easy comparison. I don't know. I thought that'd be kind of neat, you know? Third game, he has a real job. Yeah, third game, I think in the third game, he gives up and he works a 9 to 5, but he's, like... Because his mind isn't on attention and focus, he is very good again. Like, he doesn't use that part of his brain, and he starts to recapture the magic. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think it'd be neat. Literally Johnny Cage. Oh, is that what it is? He goes on full-on Logan Paul and is actually decent. Yeah. I think it'd be kind of neat. All right. Let's figure out what this is all about. What is this outfit? Oh my god, it is me! Oh my god, it's me! Just like me! Twinsies! I don't like her teeth. I don't like her, like, shark teeth. That's weird to me. They're so sharp. Yeah. Yeah, that's popular in Japan. I thought Japan had, like, the one tooth, right? They had, like, the one sharp tooth. Wait, is this Pokemon? Yeah, this is the new gym leader. How long is this? Is this what it's like watching me? Unsub now. This is exhausting. Tell me! Yay! I kind of like the oversized jacket. That's kind of cute, I guess. It's a fun little choice. It's Pikachu! I bet somebody's already made a VTuber over, yeah. Are we? I'm 2 minutes in. I don't like this. I don't like I'm not a Pokemon guy anyway. I just don't. You know what? If I was a kid, I would love this though. I think if I was a kid, I would love this. I'd be so excited. It's just this long. You know what's crazy? I have no idea what Pokemon she's talking about. I feel like I'm supposed to know. I just don't know. What is it? It's electric with 2 eyes, and people think it's the ears, and people think it's the eyes. Oh, it's new? Oh, nobody does. Never mind. I thought she was saying a very clear, obvious answer. Never mind. Whoops. Do you think anybody was like really surprised? Like, I bet there's a kid out there that was really confused when she said this. Because she doesn't have a subscribe button. Unless they put this on YouTube. Maybe they put this on YouTube. That's smart. Oh, they did? Ah, that's smart. Get your fictional characters to shield CTA for you. That's intelligent. I like that. That's nice. I'm liking the jacket less and less. I don't like the like dog cone bit of it. The fact that it's like this big open. What if she has like 10,000 subscribers? What if she's like, you know, a relatively small YouTuber? She's just doing this whole big thing to get huge. Oh, that's cute art. I like that. That's adorable. 1K Andy. This is cute. I like that. She has a hundo watch on her stream. Shut up. Dude, did you see this Alex Jones thing? Oh. $1 billion. Oh. Did you see the Channel 5 interview? I saw it. It came up in my feed. I didn't watch it. I haven't caught up with Channel 5. Although I did see this story. Apparently these are old people emojis. Oh, wait. Hold on. There's like a... Here it is. Now, I don't use emojis at all. But I thought this one was okay. What's wrong with this? Is the grimace not okay? I like that one. I use 4 of these regularly. Well, this story talks about not doing the thumbs up because it's read as passive-aggressive. Which I agree. I get pissed off when people do the thumbs up thing to me, too. They feel undermined. I mean, if somebody's using it unironically, yeah, it's a shitty thing to do. But I don't... I guess I'm thinking of it ironically. I don't know. Yeah, I hate the thumbs up emoji. I think it's... The millennial thing was always, like... boomer parents doing the fucking ... I don't know if parents still do that. I assume they do. My dad ... after everything. Like he's a fucking mystery writer. My dad thinks he's Agatha Christie. It's just after every single sentence. It's just ... When are you supposed to use the monkey? I don't know. I think the monkey is just, like, I want to have a cute smile, so you use that, you know? Why are you guys all... Please don't use that anymore. Thank you, SD Tempo, for the prime. Thank you, Knight. Thank you, Cypherite. Thank you, Hyox. Thank you, Just Yumo. Thank you, Ghost Factory. Thank you, Fiery Fetus. Thank you, Compton, for the gift. Thank you, RWLMAO. Thank you guys for the subs. Appreciate it. I think the monkey's cute. Speaking of cute... Let's take a look.
Hey, yo, hello everyone, and welcome to the MultiVersus Spider showcase for the
I haven't
newest
played
villain
yet. I'm just
from
curious
the
what he
roster,
does.
Stripe from Gremlins. This is Nakat, and I'm going to walk you through Stripe's kit and help you get started clawing and devouring.
I'm curious as to his moveset. He's Wolf?
He's angry,
No, he's not.
And he's vicious. Let's take a look at Stripe in MultiVersus.
I
Stripe
saw people
is a new
complaining
assassin
about him.
class character. While he lacks durability and recovery options, he excels in
is that
speed
bite
and kill
move?
power. His goal is to focus one target relentlessly until he scores a ring out for his team.
Oh my
Stripe's
god, he has a
goal is to
chainsaw?
focus one target relentlessly until he scores a ring out.
I didn't think he would actually have a chainsaw. I thought he had it in the render, but I didn't think he would have it like in the game. That's brutal.
For his team. Stripe's
Kill somebody.
allies should look to zone for Stripe to allow him to perform
He has
his
a
brutal
gun?
combo game uninterrupted.
What the
Stripe's
fuck?
enemies should try to double team Stripe.
Who gave him
whenever
a
possible
gun?
to exploit his weak defense and weak recovery. Let's dive into Stripe's moves and start with his normal attacks.
Oh, he looks
Stripe's
gross.
air and ground neutral attacks throw his buzzsaw. Stripe can hold the button down to charge and aim the buzzsaw in any direction. If the buzzsaw
Ooh.
hits the ground or a platform, it rolls along terrain for a short time,
Okay, so that's what you do. You just do grounded.
knocking back any
That's
enemies
crazy.
in the way.
That controls
If the
so much
buzzsaw
space.
is in the air when it hits an enemy, it bounces back towards Stripe. Stripe can hit the buzzsaw to redirect it to hit enemies again. If the buzzsaw
that's not
hits Stripe's
practical.
ally, the buzzsaw briefly orbits the ally, giving them a moving hitbox. A
Ah,
buzzsaw that hits an enemy
okay.
while orbiting an ally acts just like an aerial buzzsaw and bounces back towards Stripe.
This is too...
The buzzsaw is the core of Stripe's neutral game. With its short cooldown,
Look at that!
Stripe has the
Wait, it
ability
gets
to get
stuck
more.
on
Buzzsaw is the
platforms
core of
like a
Stripe's
Mega Man enemy? Look at this shit. No landing.
game. With its short cooldown, Stripe has the ability to get multiple buzzsaws on the map. If he can juggle them effectively, he can make life incredibly difficult for his opponent. Stripe's other normal attacks are pretty standard, so let's move on to special attacks.
Okay,
Stripe's
that
air
looks
and ground
crazy.
special,
The
pretty
fucking
standard, so
gun?
let's move on to special attacks.
What the fuck? Does he have to be... Oh, it's Resliv. Shout out to Resliv. Wait, he has a gun. Does he have to be, like, targeted like Velma? Surely, right? Surely you have to be targeted to land this, because otherwise that's crazy.
Ground special is his toy gun. By
Oh,
itself,
it's a toy gun.
it has
Thank
an
God.
incredibly short range that fires directly in front of Stripe. But Stripe can extend the range by marking a target.
You have to mark
Stripe
it.
marks
Okay.
a target by hitting them with any melee attack, spawning this little aim reticle on his marked target.
So, of course, it's good. Well, I guess that's a cool way to do it. I was about to make fun of them, like, okay, of course you're going to fucking hit somebody and then do it. But no, because, like, Bayonetta was in Joker, to some extent, were very kind of shitty because they could just run away and shoot guns. So having to mark somebody makes it a little bit more... That's kind of interesting.
If Stripe fires his gun while he has
That's
a
better so
target
you can't
marked,
just
he
run
will
away.
automatically fire on that target.
Although that's crazy because you could attack, shoot, attack, shoot, attack, shoot.
And he can fire on that target from anywhere.
Oh my God.
Stripe can also mark his buzzsaw and fire it to
That's
bounce it in
nuts.
the air and reset its hitbox. The gun shoots in a straight line towards its target, so if anyone
Bro, these kits are so weirdly overbaked. Why would you do... Like...
gets in the way,
This is
they should
so
expect to get
weird.
a quick shot to the face.
Are you gonna do that?
Let's look at Stripe's up special. Stripe leaps into the air, knocking back
Whenever I play Gizmo, I got annoyed because Gizmo's up B, attaches to your teammate, hits the enemy, or jumps onto your car. It does all three of those things, and there's no way to tell it what to do, so it just, like, it has, like, an algorithm, I guess, or context sensitive. So, like, there's too much stuff, you know?
back and marking
I wouldn't want to hit my buzzsaws, I don't think.
any enemy he comes into contact with. If Stripe leaps onto an ally, well, nothing happens. Stripe doesn't roll like that, you feel me?
I
Instead,
feel you, Nicat.
Stripe has the ability to leap off of projectiles. He can leap off of ally projectiles like his buzzsaw to move quickly towards his enemies. He can also leap off of enemy projectiles to destroy them as he leaps forward. He can even destroy heavy projectiles by leaping off of them. So enemies should be careful about spamming projectiles while Stripe is around. Let's look at one last
Why? He still has to do that.
special move.
That doesn't
Stripe's
seem
down
crazy.
special pulls out
Ah! A bomb!
his dynamite. After a delay,
What
the
the
dynamite
fuck?
explodes, hitting all enemies and hitting
He
Stripe
has
himself.
dynamite?
Stripe can't throw the dynamite, but he can use his down special again to bite into the dynamite, setting it off before the timer expires.
What the fuck?
When the dynamite explodes, Stripe himself becomes a hitbox by holding a direction during
What?
the explosion. Stripe launches himself in the hell direction.
That's
colliding
crazy and probably not good. This kind of looks shitty. This seems like a bad move. This seems like why would you... There's probably a more reliable kill move than this. You know what I mean? He takes more damage than he deals. Recovery? I guess.
And marking all enemies in his
This is
path.
down B, though.
It works
He has
as a
other
finisher,
recovery moves.
a combo tool, a recovery. There's a ton of potential with the self-launching dynamite.
I guess
Stripe
so.
is the quintessential rush-down assassin. He wants to hit an enemy
That
and
move
never
looks
stop
bad.
hitting that enemy until he rings them out. Don't be afraid to
I haven't
use
played
all
it,
the
so
tools
maybe
at
I'm
your
wrong.
disposal to push for that kill. And if you don't have quite enough damage, the gun can always serve as your final trick to secure the ring out. And with that, we are done with this MultiVersus Fighter Showcase featuring Stripe from Gremlins. I
Wait,
hope you all enjoyed
how did he
it
do
and are ready to
skateboard?
give
He
Stripe
did a
try
skateboard
once he's
before.
released. I personally am incredibly excited to have a new assassin in the game. You feel me? It's been a while. He feels absolutely incredible. Again, this has been the Cat.
Grounded
and
side special?
thanks for
Did
watching.
they say that?
As usual, take it easy.
The cat said it didn't matter. Who cares?
Versus character. While he lives, Stripe
Got
is
it.
a new assassin.
Yeah, whatever. These characters feel, might be late, but did you see this? Hold on. I mean, this character doesn't feel as complicated as the other ones, which is nice, so. Why did I click on this?
Hot dog! Hot dog!
That's dumb. Stop Mickey Mousing. Enough dancing. Thank you, Boris, for the prime. Just because I played that song for Sora. Come on. Dude, I listened to that Poland song. What the fuck? What is he? It's like a minute long. What the fuck? Why he sing like that? Yeah, it's shit. I feel like there's like a billion Lil Yachty's on SoundCloud. How come he got famous? You know what I'm saying? All right.
That almost hit me. Sorry,
Guys.
Kyrie.
Guys, they found it. Apparently, they were going to make a Kingdom Hearts TV show. An animated TV show, and the pilot got discovered. I'm gonna watch this for as long as I can stand it. Could be a minute. I don't know. But apparently this is found media. Love the YouTube vid today. If I wasn't already liked and subscribed, I definitely would have for that one. Dude, the YouTube video started off bad. It was 9 out of 10, and it went up to like, I think it's 2 out of 10 now, out of nowhere. It was crazy. That video did bad at first, but it went well. It was nice. It was good. Yeah. I'm happy. Wheel Champ is pretty good. It does well. Clint Stevens and thumbnail? I don't think so. I think Clint Stevens is a Twitch guy, not like a YouTube guy. You know what I mean? I don't know if it transfers, but... Okay. I'm going to see how long I can hold on to this. Let's see how long I can stand this bullshit.
Around these parts,
This is 2003? When did Kingdom Hearts come out? Also, Jiminy Cricket?
heroes
Make
are
it
found
stop.
in all sorts of places, from Olympus to Wonderland. A hero might be a prince
Oh,
like
I think I would have
Aladdin,
liked this.
or only a boy like Peter Pan. Each world has its own hero, but in this story, a very special one was needed to defend all the worlds of the Magic Kingdom.
You guys, I would have liked this. You don't understand. I liked Kingdom Hearts. I played the first one, and I liked it a lot. It was, like, right up my alley. I'm not kidding. I think I would have liked this. But instead of going Disney, they went all Final Fantasy and Cloud and Leon or Squall. Whatever the hell that guy's name is.
You see, a shadow
these
of
edgy
the force
protests.
had come called the Heartless. From where, nobody knew. But all it brought with it was a lot of bad. As the brave little king went off to face the threat, he entrusted his court magician and the captain of the guards to seek out that special hero that would save the kingdom.
What is Goofy guarding from? Like, if there weren't Heartless around, like, there's no, like, strife or turmoil, right? It's not like they're, like, you know, quelling a rebellion. Pete? One guy? Just kill that guy if you're the king. Kill Pete. If I was the king, I would hang him from the gallows and be like, oh, we're good. He's really big. Yeah, but Donald is magic. Donald just frees him or something. Donald freezes Pete, and then Goofy bashes him with the shield, and then he shatters.
One
Fatality.
destined to wield the Keyblade.
Cool. Oh my god, this is so, like, early 2000s Disney. Holy shit.
Okay.
How would you beat Pete in a fight? Well, hold on. Wait. Uh-oh. Think we have a problem. I should not keep scrolling down. I can't... How do I look at this without... Is that him? I guess he only ever has clothes on, doesn't he? Wow, that's weird. Huh. Why is Pete the most consistently clothed? And Pete has so many outfits, actually. Oh, that is Pete. Yeah, he has a tail. There he is. This is Pete. Yup. There he is. Well, don't worry. I would win. I grab his tail. I need the Popeye music on command. For whenever this comes up. Yeah, I would grab him by the tail. And I'd grab him by the tail, and I would swing him around really fast, and then I would throw him into a tree, and he would break up. That was really short. And then he would break up into a million pieces into a nice pelt on the ground.
Okay, game
It's
over.
stupid.
That almost hit me. Sorry, Kyrie. Come enjoy the sunset.
I guess that's enough hero lessons for tonight, Sora.
Okay, Riku. Just don't forget what I taught you.
Who are the animators here, bro? Fire them. This looks
Hey,
like
Sora, Riku. You ever
Who are these
wonder
artists?
what's out there? You mean like other
Who
worlds?
drew this?
Sure, Kyrie.
If there are other worlds out there, then everything we know is only a tiny piece of something bigger.
Whatever is out there wouldn't be worth seeing without you two.
Aw, that's sweet.
Sappy. But sweet.
Nightmare what they're doing. There's storyboards? Yeah, and they look terrible. I'm not immersed. Lazy and greedy
Riku,
artists.
Wait! Kyrie!
You look terrible. That's not what Curious Cat said last night. They said I was handsome and talented. Several people, actually.
Kyrie! Riku!
Damn, this would scare me as a kid. This went haunting. The gummy ship!
I can't be the only one who got off the island. I'll find you. Somehow.
Well, Sora was right about one thing.
I guess that's
He
a
wasn't
neat
the
way
only
to,
one
like,
escape the island. But Riku wasn't
set up
as
the
fortunate.
exposition and not spend
He
too
found
long on
himself
it, you
a
know?
pawn of the kingdom's dark forces, working hand in hand with the Heartless.
All storyboards of everything ever look like this. Nuh-uh, not good shows. Good
The
shows don't look like
heartless
this. Good shows look good.
invasion of our universe has begun.
Yeah,
In
we're
order
already
to
at
conquer
Hollow
Agrabah,
Bastion. That's
I
crazy.
need its magic lamp.
Regretfully, my
Bro,
queen,
why is Riku hanging out with Jafar?
to get the lamp, one must first
I know this
find
is like
a
in the game, but this is so
in
weird.
the rough.
What?
Put on.
I am more than...
Die.
Go to Agrabah, find a diamond in the rough, and retrieve the lamp.
If I do, you'll help me find my friends
Oh,
and
this
return
would have
us to
been
our island?
this actually would have
But
gone
of
crazy.
course,
You said you liked this? I probably would have liked this. Except I didn't like any Disney, like, animated stuff at this time. It was all bad, so maybe not. I would have gone crazy for this.
Sora, we've got heartless readings coming from Agrabah.
How do you make a show, how do you scale a show like this, though? Because, like, what do you use all the stuff from the game, right? Aladdin, Alice, Tarzan. How do you keep going? You have one season.
Can't wait to get them with your Keyblade.
I'm just looking for Kairi and Riku.
But you're the hero who's supposed to protect the universe from the Heartless
Ask
invasion.
Arcane? Yeah, but you can't make up Disney IP.
I'm not a hero.
In the same way that you can make up,
I'm
like,
just a kid.
characters that live in the League universe, you know?
There's a hero inside all of us. We just have to find it. Besides, King Mickey thinks you are, and that's good enough for me.
Alright, I can't.
Let's go.
Think, looking for you.
I can't watch this.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right.
And I...
I'm tapping out. I'm tapping out. Yo! A chase sequence! I guess? Wait. Is that Crystal Method?
No. I'm a hero.
That's definitely the Crystal Method. No. Oh my god, this is so early 2000s? This is Crystal Method. I had this album. Insane. They're putting Crystal Method in a Kingdom Hearts show. I would have loved this, yeah.
As soon as I touched the lamp, everything went cold.
This shit would
You
have
believe
gone
me, right?
crazy.
Lamp, everything went cold.
How many people have made this their PFP? I'm positive if we go online right now, there's going to be a lot of these Soras.
You believe me, right?
Or that one.
You have to
I
believe
bet
me.
there's a lot of mean Sora. Whenever there's, like, some media like that. Do you guys remember when that Pikmin Olimar thing came out with Olimar, like, with the bloody mouth because he ate a fruit? I saw that everywhere for, like, a week.
Ah! Riku! Sora! He has to.
It's the only way I can hope to save Riku.
Where's
Or
Chip and
find
Dale?
Kairi.
We'll be right there with you, buddy.
How hard is it to find a Donald Duck voice actor? Do you think? Like, you could find somebody to do, like, you know, voice acting. You could hire literally anybody to do shitty voice acting. But Donald is a very particular set of skills. I feel like it's got to be very hard to find. You know? Do a Donald
Looks
voice
like
right now.
we got ourselves a hero after all.
I can't speak out of the back of my mouth and the front of my mouth at the same time. You have to go. Fuck! I can't do it. I can't do it. You have to go in the back of your mouth. You, like, push it through your cheeks, I think. I can't do it.
To say,
I can't do it. Oh, hell yeah. They got the render and everything.
Sora will find strength in the hope that he will once again be with his friends.
I could just do Angry Donald. I could do that one. That one's easy. Yeah, I can't watch this whole thing. I can't watch the whole episode. I'm glad that they didn't make the show. I would have been bored out of my fucking skull. Silly. Fellas, what's the most hidden power-up in Super Mario Brothers? People suggested this. I just wanted to watch it.
Most hidden power-up in the original Super Mario Bros.
It's probably just the secret one-up.
Well,
Long Mario? Well, okay, wait. Where did Long Mario come from? Like, I always wonder, is that a reference to something I don't know? This motherfucker. What's his deal? Is it just a Mario Maker meme? This feels like something a disgruntled dev would put in. And he's just like, yep, they got to deal with it now. It was a glitch in the beta. It was originally a glitch. I love him. This is great. I hope he's in the movie. I hope we get to see Long Mario in the Mario Brothers movie. I would kill for that.
The second game in the
Please.
series, aka The Lost Levels, which does have some very well hidden power-ups. Super Mario Bros. Power-ups honestly aren't too hidden for the most part, and I mean that's a good thing. They're fun to collect and use to your advantage.
It'll be a
But
funhouse
some of
mirror?
them are a lot
That's
tougher to
smart.
find. For example, starting in just the second level of the game, you have some hidden surprises here and there.
That's
some
not
of these
hidden.
can even be tricky to grab and
Nope,
require
I
some
found
smart
that.
moves from the player. Then
That
in
one's easy.
2-1, there's this power-up, which isn't so much hidden as it is tricky to reveal.
I knew about
In
that
3-1, if you go down this pipe, there's a really unique array of blocks, and tucked away here in this block is certainly one of the more hidden power-ups in the game. And well, just like
Wow,
that, we're
he's
already
right.
running low on hidden power-ups. There is this one in 7-1, which is the tiniest bit hard to find.
Didn't know
and
about
if it's
that
a fire
one.
flower, it's certainly one of the hardest to actually collect, since you can't get it without clipping through the side of the block. So yeah, outside of the
Wow.
ones I just mentioned, most of the power-up locations are very straightforward. But there's several minutes left in the video, so you know there must be more to talk about. As it turns out, there is an entirely different category of power-ups hidden in this game, and the mechanics behind finding and collecting them are very cryptic. It's not explained to you anywhere in the game, in the manual, or even in strategy guides. But today, I'll explain it to you. Stick around, and I bet
Ice
you'll learn
flower?
something
I was
brand
gonna say,
new
is it
about
like
this
something
classic
new
game.
that I don't know about? Like,
Real quick, I need to take
It's
a minute
probably
to
just
thank the
a
sponsor
fucking
of this
one-up.
video, Factor75.
No free
From home,
activations.
streaming and making
Not
just
here.
getting dollars about
Stop
perhaps
showing
the
me
most
your
cryptic
food.
mechanic in Super Mario Bros. This mechanic is
thought.
the secret behind Super Mario Bros.
Begging.
most hidden power-ups. One-up mushrooms. No, not this one-up mushroom or that one-up mushroom. See, those ones are perfectly visible.
Do the
We need
hidden
to talk
one.
about the
Yeah, did you guys know about this? Oh my god, right there. I don't know how anybody found this. I don't know how I knew about this as a kid. I don't remember anybody telling me.
invisible ones. And you're probably starting to think,
Wow!
I see why those are the most hidden power-ups. They're invisible. But would you believe me if I told you that's not even close to the reason why? The reason why is that they don't exist sometimes. And the conditions to get them to show up are not something that would be easy to figure out on your own.
What?
Even this official strategy guide gets it wrong.
What? Wait. Wait, that block could not be there?
But then again, this is the same strategy guide that called these 10 coin blocks, gives verifiably false information about farming points, and has this fun typo. I'm willing to forgive some of the stuff in here, since it could be things lost in translation from
That
the
happened
Japanese
to
version of the
me?
guide.
What? Were you trying to get the one up and it wasn't there? You're kidding.
Not this, though. I will never
That would
forgive
piss
this.
me off.
Anyway, let's go ahead and follow its instructions for getting the one-up mushrooms. Okay, in 1-1, it says to try and grab the one-up and get in the pipe. Sure, we can do that. No real special instructions so far on how to make the thing appear. And looks like it worked. Great.
Okay.
Let's play to where the next one of these invisible one-ups is located in level 2-1. Okay, watch out for the Koopas, reveal a hidden coin block, jump
Yeah.
on top of that, and jump to score a one-up. But it's not there. Why? We know it's supposed to be here. Well, let's just move on
Wait,
to 3-1.
is this a
Not
strategy
there.
guide?
Why? We know it's supposed to be here.
Did
Jump
they
to
have those?
Okay.
I thought that was like a 2000s thing.
Okay, watch out for the Koopas, reveal a hidden
I
coin
didn't
block,
know that.
jump on top of that.
Huh.
Oh, this time there are some special instructions. It says the one-up won't be there if we've lost our power-up and
How
become
could you
regular
give a
Mario before
strategy
we get
guide
there.
for
Oh,
Mario? I guess
and would you
warps
look
and
at
shit.
that? We just took a hit. Whoops. I guess that means the one-up isn't going to be there now. Except it is. What is going on?
Wait,
I guess that means
it's
Mario
only
before we
there
get
if you... Sometimes the hidden character will not appear if you've lost your power. Jesus
And would
Christ.
you look at that. We just took a hit.
This is so
Whoops.
arcane.
I guess that means the one-up isn't going to be there now. Except it is. What is going on? Okay, let me finally unravel this mystery for you. There's a pattern behind all of these one-ups, right down to which level they're located in.
Uh-huh.
You may have noticed that all of them we've talked about so far were in the first level of each world. That pattern continues for the rest of the game, with one invisible one-up in the first stage of each world, and nowhere else.
Okay.
The third stage of each world is always a level that has a lot of coins in it. The pod worlds, apparently? Anyway, here's the big reveal. Whether or not the invisible one-ups are present in the first stage of each world is dependent on how many coins you collect in the third stage of the previous world.
What?
That's right. I am not making this up. Here's the list of internal values the game uses to see if you collected enough coins and are worthy of spawning a one-up mushroom.
What the fuck? Why did they do that? Why would they add more 1 billion? Why would they add more work? Just leave it there.
This is in hexadecimal.
Why do they hate us?
Base 16. So here's what the actual numbers are.
The fuck?
This means that if we collect 21 coins in 1-3 and then go check for the 1-up in 2-1, it'll be there this time. This mechanic is actually pretty similar to the bonus blocks in Super Mario World. In that game, these blocks will just give you a single coin unless you've already collected 30 coins in that stage, in which case they'll spawn a 1-up. That one was at least explained in the game manual, and they also added a message block explaining it in the Game Boy Advance version.
Yeah, how does that explain 1-1? How is 1-1 not there?
How many coins can we miss?
Why
and
is
still get
1-1
the
not
invisible
there?
1-up blocks
Is it
to
if you
spawn?
don't have 15?
The answer is 2. No, not 2 in each -3 level. I mean 2 in the whole game. The first -3 level, 1-3, is the only stage with any leeway. You can miss 2 coins there, getting 21 out of the 23 available coins.
1-1
and
always
the 1-up in
works.
2-1 will still
Does
spawn.
it? I thought he said
On
it
all
didn't.
the others, you have to make sure you don't miss a single one. And fun fact, for some reason there's a value here for World 8 as well, so have fun figuring out how to get 99 coins in 8-3, and also how to get to 9-1, and also how to get a 1-up to spawn in this underwater copy of 6-2. Alright, next up let's look at the code that shows the exact way the game checks to see if you got the required amount of coins.
Nah, I already figured it out. Okay, what's the rarest thing? Just tell me. This
That's
one?
right. I personally believe that this 1-up in 7-1 is the most hidden power-up in Super Mario Bros.
Okay, well, I didn't know about it, so I think he's right. Skip. It's that one. See, I don't care because I only knew about 1-1. I only ever knew about 1-1. I didn't know that there was one on every level. That's wacky. That's the only thing that I knew about. All right, a lot of people asked me for this video. Like, literally for a year. This is a pretty famous one. This is about Captchas. This is a video about Captchas. And the worst Captcha ever. 1 million views, damn.
Bro.
Please click each image containing a horse made of clouds. That's the only one I think up here. I think that's the only one. That one's just a horse. That's a donkey, I think. And that's an elephant.
What is this? So
What
the other
site
day,
is
I
that?
was signing into my PlayStation account when I was met with the most ridiculous captcha I have ever seen.
Show
Not
me!
long after,
I wanna
was on
see it.
Twitter and saw a bunch of people complaining about receiving this captcha while trying to log on to an official government website.
This is real? This is amazing. I would love more of these.
And this all got me thinking, what the hell is up with captchas nowadays? I remember a time when solving one of these things was
Sometimes
as simple as typing the letters.
Sometimes I would randomly go on TikTok and I would have like the puzzle piece one. That joint's crazy.
In some slightly distorted
I feel like
image.
a gamer
What's
when I
say,
do that
cheese sticks? I can write cheese sticks, that's no problem. So how did we get from here to horses made of clouds? Who is responsible for this? Well, it turns out it was well, it was kind of us, and I promise I'll explain, but before that, we need to understand why we even do these things in the first place. So all captchas are
they're
tests
robots.
designed to distinguish.
What the fuck? This is explaining. I didn't know this was this long. Oh my god. Completely automated public Turing test to tell for T's. Captcha. Turing test to tell computers and humans apart. This seems like a shit post. I don't think this is real. By the way, you could get rid of the C. It could be Captcha. I don't think you need completely in there. That adjective isn't necessary.
Human users from bots.
I thought it was a wordplay on gotcha. I thought it was like capture. I thought it was wordplay on like capture. Like capturing, you know, robots or something. Oh!
Hell, Mr. Streamer.
Thank you.
Right, direct messaging this video
Oh my
to
goodness.
me around a year ago on Twitter. I think it would be good reaction
That's
content.
$25.
Hell, Mr. Streamer.
Hi.
I tried direct messaging this video to you around a year ago on
Thank
Twitter.
you.
I think it would be good reaction content.
Guns? I think we watched this. I watched something about guns. I remember that. Am I making that up? Maybe. I think we saw this. I think we watched this. Yeah, I think somebody... I watch it again. Oh, they gave me $25. Might be worth a replay. Thank you. Jeez. Yeah, I don't know anything about guns, and I feel like I haven't seen it, but I don't remember anything from it, but I feel like we watched it.
Because there are people out there who like making a bunch of fake accounts so they can do all kinds of malicious stuff, like advertising their OnlyFans and YouTube comments.
Bro, have you guys seen the guy pretending to be me on YouTube? Oh my god. There's a guy pretending to be me and saying that you won a contest. Have you guys seen that? I don't know if it gets to... I leave it up because I think it's funny. It's a bot, and he's replying to some YouTube comments like, hey, you've won the giveaway. Send me a message on WhatsApp. and people are like, cool. That's been happening to every content person recently. Yeah, I don't know where and I always wonder, like, do I feel a sense of obligation? Like, should I actually go in and fix this? People should know better, right? That's not my fault, right? You should. Should I, though? That guy's gonna get scammed by somebody. It might as well be fake me. By the way, what do you guys see here? A lamp, right? A lamp, right?
And other stuff. And captchas have a unique problem to solve because they need to be simple enough to be done by any human, regardless of education level, language, or cultural background, without being simple enough to be done by artificial intelligence. In other words, you need to design a test that the dumbest human can pass, but the smartest robot can't. Now,
huh. I never really thought of it that way. So it can't really be math unless it's like straight up simple arithmetic. But robots could do that easily. So it has to be something human knowledge based, but it can't be anything that you have to learn. It has to be like, damn, how do you do that?
back when captchas were first created, computers weren't particularly
It has to
great
be
at
horse clouds. Yeah, that's the only way.
reading text. And if that text was somewhat
Two things
distorted,
robots
forget
don't
about
understand,
it. But
horses
we
and clouds.
humans are used to reading text in all kinds of different conditions and fonts, to the point where it's a source of pride. You ever see those Facebook memes that made you feel
Computers only do math. That's not true. Have you seen AI? They could be artists now, and they're better than your favorite artist. By a lot. They're more talented than your favorite artist.
a genius because apparently only certain people can read this? Yeah, people who can see. Congratulations. Point being, even if your literacy isn't all that
Damn,
great,
what is that
you can at least recognize the
Xenia
characters
Amble?
being
I've never
presented
heard
to
of
you
that.
and match them to the ones on your keyboard. These were the original captchas, and from this concept spawned many different brands of captcha, all doing things slightly differently. Some would add noise or a color gradient to the background.
Dude, I hate
Some would
that
add a
shit.
bunch of lines and markings to obscure the text. Some would make the text itself wavy and distorted, and some would do all of the above.
Have you guys seen that one where it gives you, like, you have to scroll, like you have to drag the letters into place? Fuck that one.
To make it slightly
I hate
harder
that
for a
one.
computer to interpret.
Because I can't tell.
Because
I
back
can't tell
then,
if it's a
optical
6.
character recognition wasn't that great and could be
a
thrown
fucking
off
nightmare.
pretty easily. The most popular type of captcha, however, was and still is reCAPTCHA. Now, the version of this we're used to seeing these days is a lot different to how it looked in the past, and for good reason. But there was a key feature of the original reCAPTCHA which set it apart from every other captcha of its time. There were always 2 answers to submit instead of 1. And this is significant because reCAPTCHAs weren't just designed to verify your humanity, they were designed to use it. To use you. The first part of every reCAPTCHA works just like any other. You're presented with a slightly distorted word. The captcha knows what the correct answer is, and so if you type it in accurately, you're verified as human. It's
Okay.
the second part where things get interesting. The Captcha actually doesn't know what the correct answer to this one is, and so it's hoping that if you were able to get the first one correct, you can read well enough to teach it what the second word is. This same second word is shown to many different people also solving reCAPTCHAs, and so if enough people who got the first word correct agree on what the second word is, the reCAPTCHA logs it into its database of known
and then it becomes the first word.
In 2010, over...
That's neat. I kind of like that. They want you to strengthen the machines. I remember hearing that a while ago with the picture ones. Like, they'll send you, like, pictures with streetlights in them, and it doesn't know most of them. Like, you could get a lot of them wrong, but if you get, like, 3, it counts. And I don't know if that means that you have to agree with other people. Is that what it means? I mean, that's probably what he's going to go over. Like, the computer doesn't know what a street light is, or what a highway is, or a bus. Damn.
100 million reCAPTCHAs were being presented every day. That's a lot of learning.
People used to always type the N-word as the second word as a joke. Wait, really? I didn't know that. Oh, God. I remember they used to make images. There were a lot of back in the old day, the Rage comics with images of what the Captcha was. Those are the best. I'm sure he'll talk about it.
But what was it all for? Well, to answer that, we need to know where the words appearing in these reCAPTCHAs actually came from. Unlike other captchas of the time, which used digital text, the text in reCAPTCHAs came from scanned documents like books and newspapers. Optical character recognition was then used to convert the documents to digital formats, but if for some reason the AI was unable to recognize a word, perhaps because of an unclear scan or because the word isn't part of the standard dictionary, it would be used as the second word in a reCAPTCHA.
That's not a word, right? Is that a word? Nernsib? Yeah, I'm wondering if concerns? Is that like the middle of a word? I'm trying to, McRib. I'm actually trying to solve the puzzle myself. I think it's concerns and then IB for something.
So real humans could do the work for it. Through this system, reCAPTCHAs were able to help digitize the archives of the New York Times, and when it was acquired by Google in 2007, it was used to digitize their entire library of books.
People are smart.
Have you seen Infant Hefner?
Hell yeah!
No? Oh, well,
I love these!
How about The Visiting Piece? No, you haven't seen that either, huh? Well, those are two examples of CapChart, a meme format that arose
I didn't know it had a name.
In 2009 and involved creating images inspired by reCAPTCHAs.
I love these.
Wild. Another favorite of mine being Don't Type. Later down the line, reCAPTCHAs started being
I didn't know there was a name for that shit.
Other Google services.
I want to find more of that.
If you've ever solved a CAPTCHA which involved typing out an address number, this is why. These images were taken directly from Google Street.
That shit feels like an invasion of privacy.
The AI's
even though it's just
a
fucking street number.
Locations on
I feel like I'm
Internet users
invading,
were essentially teaching Google's AI
I feel like a voyeur.
how to read. And in fact, the AI got so good at it that it was no longer viable to use text-based reCAPTCHAs to secure websites. A programmer could just design a bot using Google's own character recognition API to crack Google's own security. The reCAPTCHA developers tried to stay ahead of the ever-increasing ability of AI.
Yeah, who's making these? Is there like a reCAPTCHA company? Who's like... I'm sure he talked about that. Is this like a cybersecurity... Is it Google? So Google owns this. Got it.
Creating synthetic text, computer-generated text not taken from physical publications or Street View images, and more.
There are companies that specialize in feeding them
heavily
data.
distorted.
Yeah, okay.
Can you read what this says?
Big CAPTCHA?
Well, chances are you can't, as a study by Google in 2014 revealed that humans were only able to pass their hardest synthetic text-based reCAPTCHAs with an accuracy of 33%.
That's not a hard reCAPTCHA.
And
It's
what was
not
the percentage
possible.
accuracy for Google's
Don't say it's
machine
hard.
learning algorithms? 99.8%. Through doing billions of these reCAPTCHAs over the years, we had taught the AI to become better at solving them than we
No,
ever
there's
could.
no way
We
to
had
solve
taught
that.
the AI to become billions of these reCAPTCHAs over the years.
There's no way to. There's nothing there. Skynet is already here. That's not a word, though. You can't say you solved it. I can see the letters. It's not a word. This one is oomphed.
Percent.
I
Through
do like
doing
McCrunchy, though.
billions of these reCAPTCHAs over the years, we had taught the AI to become better at solving them than
Look at the robots in chat. Look at that. Solved.
we ever could. And based on the intended purpose of these tests, robots were now 2 times more effective at proving their humanity than us. I guess the saying is true. Those who can't do, teach. How the f*** a computer gonna ask me if I'm a robot? Motherfucker, you are the robot. Are you sure about that? You couldn't even read some simple text. ggl-7.x-1.x.dev.exe was able to read it just fine. So things had to change. Text, no matter how distorted, was no longer a viable option. And internet users were growing increasingly frustrated
now
by
I
the
gotta look at
difficulty
horses.
of these captchas, which led to more people abandoning websites that
Ponies,
used them.
ponies,
Once
ponies,
again,
ponies.
we were back to the original problem, and many software companies rose to the challenge with varying and often hilarious results. You've probably seen these slides.
Yeah, this is the TikTok one.
Place capture.
Yeah, that's the TikTok one that I was talking about. Dude, the first time I logged on to TikTok, which was like 6 months ago, it was very recent, and this happened, I was like, ooh. Thank you, Lucid Knight, for the Prime. I literally was like, I thought this was fun to do. I'm so fucking old. Like, I saw this, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I like doing that. It was for TikTokulon. I think it was, actually. It might have been. Or reacting for React Wars. I don't know. It feels good to do. I don't know. It's like those mobile games that are like extremely simple, that are literally designed just to like have you click on them. Speaking of which, I've always wanted to play this one. You ever see those games where you have to like pull out the thing? Pull out the tabs, and there's no way to beat them? The slide thing? I keep getting an ad for this one, Ebony the King's Return, and it says that this is the actual game, but it's not. Those games are not real. I know, which makes me sad because I would love to play that game. I would love to play this game. This game looks funny as shit. It looks very funny. Exactly why they made it? Well, it worked on me. Another Ebony ad again.
Guys, didn't y'all believe that all those puzzle
Look at
ads were
this.
fake?
How do you win? How do you get this? What do you do here? How do you kill the Minotaur? You get the lava, but then the money goes away.
Game, but today I've finally found the game. Ebony the King's Return.
There's
That's
the
right,
game!
guys. That's the exact game you always see in those ads.
I want
I've
to play
seen enough
that.
of their videos.
What is this ADR, by the way?
Today, I'm gonna play it. To be honest, I've got to use my brains to play this.
What is this? What is this dubbing?
Oh, I failed again. Look, now I'm stuck on this level. Oh my god, I lost my treasure. Time to test your brain. Download now and give it a try.
I love these ads so much. I want to play this game so bad. If it exists. But it's never this game. It's never actually the same game.
Now and get
I want to play that game. I really do.
Or the one that asks you to complete the puzzle. I guess they figured bots aren't huge fans of jigsaws. I mean,
I played that same game. Ebony isn't that game either. How do I find that game?
who is? That was a joke. I actually love jigsaws. On TikTok, there's one that asks you to select the 2 objects that are the exact same shape, inspired of course by the plagiarism on which their platform thrives. Club Penguin had the pick the pizza captcha, personal favorite of mine, I must say. Picking pizza is like a top 10 activity. Some websites ask you to pick the image, which is the correct way up, and then show you something like whatever the hell this is.
I guess that one? The frog?
Am I looking at a toad's ass right now? And many captchas have an accessibility option, which gives you an audio test instead of a visual one. For example, type the number of the sound with a crowd of people.
Option 1.
Amnesia. Amnesia.
Option 2.
Blah, 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 blah.
Option 3.
I've never seen this one.
I wish option 2 was the answer. I came across this one on Twitter, which asks the user to put the coffee on the waiter's tray. And I'm just mesmerized by the fact that the other 2 options were to put a motorcycle or an entire building on the tray instead. There are also gamified
These are so
captchas
complicated.
with tasks such as making pancakes, feeding a baby, and parking.
These were... It kind of blows my mind, because this game, like, completing the face could have been its own game that was top rated on Newgrounds in, like, 2001. This game would have gone crazy on Newgrounds.com. And now it's something we hate to do. I won $1 million off of one of those ads once. Yeah? I won a couple iPads. I went onto the site and it just told me I won. And then I signed up and I got my iPad a week later.
With tasks.
I bet you can't beat all those games. I could put the fish in the ocean. Add flowers to the face. Is that a hockey puck?
Such as
I
making
love these.
pancakes, feeding a baby, and parking. Although I'm pretty sure computers are getting fairly good at doing that last one.
Damn, his ass is not driving.
I'm pretty sure computers are getting fairly good.
Apparently, auto-driving cars are still terrible at left turns. I read an article about that today. They can't do left turns for shit.
At doing that last one.
Oh.
Fairly good. Now, these final
Teslas
few
are funny.
are the most ridiculous.
Left
And
turns
you know
suck.
what?
Yeah,
Let's
they're
play a
hard.
game. It's called Concept or Real. I'm going to describe a captcha, and you have to guess whether it's just a concept for a captcha, or if it's a real one that either has been or is currently being used on a website to differentiate humans from bots. First, a captcha that requires you to look at an ad and type in the brand slogan.
That's good marketing. Damn. That's a good one. That one sounds real. Although it's probably just like, well, why would you need a CAPTCHA on McDonald's.com? I was going to say, that one feels like it would be on the site itself, but I'm not logging into McDonald's.com. You know? This is good sponsored stuff, though, you know? If a sponsor wants to, you know, host something on a site?
To proceed. Yeah, that one's real, obviously. There's no such thing as free space. Only
That's a really shitty slogan.
ad space. Second, a captcha that requires you to find Wally. Or
No,
Waldo
that's not.
for
There's no way that's real.
my American viewers. That's real too. Although you could consider that cheating because it was made for a joke website where you submit support tickets that will never ever be answered. AKA neopets.com.
It's literally not real then. If it's for a joke website, you can't say it's real and that it was made to be fake.
Next, a Valentine's Day themed captcha
Ooh.
for all the romantics out there.
Real.
That is also real. VCaptcha did it back in 2014.
Oh, that's
and it
sweet.
actually proved to be much more effective than their usual ones. Because, as we know, robots cannot love. Number 4, a captcha which requires you to correctly answer a meme-based trivia question.
Like what?
Alright, that one's just a concept. Were you starting to think they were all real? Yeah, nah. Although it does actually exist, just on a website.
Someone actually made that pull the pin game. Look up Hero Rescue.
Oh my god, please, yeah. Hero Rescue. This one? Ah, but the graphics are cartoony. Dude, I don't know why more people haven't done this. Clearly, there's a huge market for this. Play it? I mean, people want to do this. Oh my god. Kill him! Okay, so... Oh, this is easy. You do this, and then the lava. The lava falls into him, he dies. Then the water. Wait. But... Oh, yeah, because then... No, this is too easy. And then it becomes magma, and then you walk over it. Lava to kill him. Yeah, these are too easy. I need a hard one. For an adult brain. This game is only 10 minutes long. Hey, apparently, you know, if this game was easy to make, everybody would have done it. But instead, everybody just makes ads about it. This game must be extremely difficult to make somehow.
Site developed by Olivia
Answer the question correctly to prove that you're human. What is love? Oh.
Ing to showcase her different Captcha ideas, including a tic-tac-toe one, a window cleaning one, and one where you have to select the cup with the ball in it. Did you choose this one?
Wait. Oh.
So, you got it correct.
I didn't get to play along.
Which actually means you failed the captcha, as only a robot could possess that level of perception. Finally, a captcha which requires you to correctly answer a complex mathematical equation involving polynomials and trigonometric functions. Yeah, that's real. If you want to sign up to the Quantum Random Bit Generator service, they said no scrubs, no lames, no idiots.
Holy fucking shit. Mandatory. Don't you straight up answer. I don't know what any of these mean. I know that's pi. Pi over 2. So that's 3.14159 over 2. I never learned what cosine or sine is. Or whatever the fuck that x is. Is that a fancy x or is it just x? It's calculus? I never took calculus. It's an X? Okay.
If you want to
I thought that was like a fancy
pull out the
one,
pen
you know?
and paper and get to work. So, obviously, some of these solutions are more viable than others, but Google got to work on their own answer by upgrading reCAPTCHA from a text-based system to an image-based one. You might have noticed that once the squiggly text and address numbers started being phased out, we began seeing far more captchas asking us to select the squares with traffic lights.
Yeah, this shit! This one! Sometimes I'll get it wrong on purpose and it lets me through anyway.
Street signs, or crosswalks, or buses, or bridges, or cars.
Yeah, that shit's farming data.
We had taught the AI how
I'm
to
doing
recognize
work for Google.
words. Now we were teaching it how to recognize everything. And you know what all of these objects have in common?
What?
They're all things you'll likely come across on the road. Google Maps, Street View, and potentially even Google's self-driving technology were about to get a whole lot better. But even then, it didn't take long before the bots caught up. There's currently a browser extension called Captcha, which is very effective at solving these types of captchas, and incorporates both optical character recognition in reading the prompt and image recognition in selecting the answers.
How the fuck are we gonna beat the robots? This is crazy. There's no way to beat them. They're better at art. They can discover any image at any time. They know what's in the image immediately. People have to find ways to utilize the bots to get past the bot thing. Like, this is... Stop making them? Oh, unplug. Okay, that's what you want, huh? You want us to go back to hunting and gathering? Picking berries?
Oh, and if you're wondering, yeah, it can do the audio ones too.
See their status, description...
Look up the actual game rescue pull for a pull the pin game.
Oh my god. Are you kidding me? How many of these are there? The actual game rescue pull. I guess there's more than I thought. No, this looks like shit too! This looks worse. What the fuck? Take the riches. How do you kill him? He's outside. Okay, you don't have to. Yeah, these are not good. It can't be that. Honestly, dude, Somebody just needs to put $50,000 into making a good pull the pin game, and you would be a billion. How do you monetize it though? I guess just ads, right? Is that what you do? Using salt circle runes to trap an AI car is the most cyberpunk thing ever. Wait, what? By quickly deploying the expected form of road markings, we could confuse the car's vision system into believing it's surrounded by no entry points. Oh, that's crazy! It's like a witch! You put that shit in the salt circle like a snail? Oh, I was thinking like a vampire. But with garlic, you know? Oh my god. How do you even catch it, though? How are you going to run around it real quick? It looked like it was probably making a wide turn. Damn, this is like an art exhibit. That's amazing.
So once again, the bots got good at proving their humanity. Captchas would have to undergo another evolution to stay ahead. But how? Have you ever clicked on the "I'm not a robot" checkbox, only for it to let you straight through without any further tasks? Feels good to have your humanity recognized without having to pass some stupid test, right? Well, and you probably saw this coming, that's not exactly how it happens. Truth is, by the time you click on the "I'm not a robot" prompt, you've already passed the test. Just not one you knew you were taking. So captchas most commonly appear on web pages that allow for some form of user input, such as sign-up pages and comment sections, since those are most likely to be targeted by bots seeking to create fake accounts or flood a page with spam
So
comments.
if it matches
what
your
the
existing
updated
data,
reCAPTCHA would do is monitor how the user interacts with the web page prior to them clicking on the captcha. And while the specifics aren't publicly known, chances are
if you move your mouse more naturally, it can detect it as well. Dude, my mind was blown. League does this. So in League of Legends, if you click your mouse too much, they'll put you in Smurf queue immediately. Because a normal person, if you're playing League for the first time, like if you're new to the game, you'll just like click, 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 click. If you play a lot of League, you're like all over the place. It's smart. That's a smart way to do it. Because you're constantly moving and changing around. That's really intelligent. They also measure shop speed. Dude, that's crazy. That's fascinating. I got caught boosting somebody once because I switched their flash. I use flash on F, and they use it on D, and they caught us. They got us on that one. I think they were a support player, and then suddenly they had a lot of fun in the mid lane on mid Graves and went on a 30-game winning streak, and then put their flash back to D and went back to the bottom lane. So I don't know what happened. Suddenly they just went mid Graves and went crazy, and then they went back. It's kind of weird, but
monitoring stuff like
no
the user's
refunds,
cookie history, how quickly the forms are being filled out, and whether the user appears to be masking their IP address. This is why you're far more likely to come across captchas if you're browsing in incognito mode or if you have a VPN enabled. Google introduced this as the No Captcha reCAPTCHA, and in 2018 they rolled out an update that would allow the app to monitor behavior across an entire
How does this dude know all the behind the scenes shit on Captcha? That's what I'm wondering.
Website.
Does he work for Captcha?
Single page. That being said, it still results in many human users being presented with captchas and not being sure which squares count as part of the street sign and which don't.
Guys, he's not a robot. If he was a robot, he wouldn't know any of this.
Plus,
he wouldn't be able to tell us.
Getting picked up by the system and given captchas, they're getting better at solving them all the time, meaning captchas have to continue evolving. And this is how we end up with horse-shaped clouds. It seems the next step in captcha evolution is to use AI-generated imagery to defeat AI image recognition. It's a civil war.
Use the bots against
and people
each other.
Just trying to log into their accounts are caught in
Send
the
the
middle.
robots.
Hey, with any luck, maybe.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, that dog isn't smiling, it's just panting. If I was Neil deGrasse Tyson, I would not log in.
Maybe you'll get a nice one. Like
actually,
the smiling
dogs
dog.
don't sweat, and
But
they're
if you're less
monitoring
lucky,
their heart rate. So
you might come across captures such as the ones on a website.
Hackers now just pay a third party that will literally route the captcha to a sweet shop where a real person solves
in
it.
the
Then the
sweet
bot
shop?
takes over. This way there's no way new captcha can protect them source. I'm a consultant.
Damn, public knowledge. Jeez.
You may be
There's
surprised
a war
to hear
being fought
takes
right
its
under our
captcha
noses.
security very seriously. Roblox.com. In fact,
I can't wait until people can buy viewers. I know you can viewbot now on Twitch, but like that's gonna happen where somebody's gonna be able to viewbot in a way that's effective. You know what I mean? I know you can viewbot now. I've seen it, but in a way that like works. Capcom, I didn't say it. You did. It is wacky when I see like a game with like 50,000 viewers and there's like 30 people in chat. What the fuck is going on? There's got to be a way to automate chat robots, right? Like actually. So it would take the input of the streamer and push it out. Oh, dude, that's going to happen. You take the streamer's input and you have an auto-generated bot response in the chat. And you can have different like pretexts or personalities, right? It would be very expensive. Damn. That's crazy.
Has a rich
I could hit
history
hundo,
of users
yeah.
complaining about
I could hit
how
100,000
tedious
subs,
their captchas
finally.
Make the site history of users complaining about how tedious.
Pick the animal that is walking backwards. I don't know. I think it's this elephant. I've never seen that one.
Their captures make the sign up and login process. But the problem often doesn't stem from the difficulty of the captures. Rather, it's the number of captures.
Honestly,
the site
putting
makes you
difficult
complete.
captures
For
on
example,
Roblox is a good
this
idea.
one,
Gifted
which
kids
requires you
only.
to rotate an image until it's the correct way up 10 times before it'll let you through. And if by the end you've gotten any one of these, even just slightly
Oh my
off,
god!
you'll
Gifted
have
kids
to
only.
start over. There's also touch the mouse that can't reach the cheese.
It's this one. Oh, that poor guy. This is a good one, actually. Dramatic. Makes me a little sad.
And
I like that one.
pick the wrong shadow.
Fries?
I'm sorry, is this Roblox
French
or an
fries?
IQ test? Funnily enough, the captcha the site uses nowadays is the
These
same
poor
captcha
kids.
I came across when trying to log into my PlayStation account. But right before they switched to that, they used captchas which had players selecting dartboards and dice
the
with
fuck?
values totaling specific amounts. Now, as you might know, Roblox has a player base which skews fairly young, so young in fact that they might struggle with a simple maths problem, especially when presented as
poor
messily
kids.
as this. So some people have taken it upon themselves to create video tutorials.
No way. We have strategy guides to defeat the Roblox captchas? Oh my god.
On how to pass the captures.
That's so
People
sad.
need guides just to sign up for the website. And in the
Is that not auto-generated? I can't believe that this is like this is something solvable on a YouTube video.
comments of these videos, you can see people asking for specific solutions.
Oh my
In
God.
fact, this creator has gone through the effort of uploading tutorials on how to
144,000 views.
pass every
I'm stuck
Roblox
on
captcha
12.
there is, with some of them in the hundreds of
poor
thousands of
kids,
views.
dude.
When your user base
This is
needs
so
to leave
sad.
the site in order to learn how to pass the test required to enter it, I think maybe the captures are no longer fulfilling their original goal. Which brings me
Oh my
to
God.
PlayStation.com. I was just trying to check the status of my account when I was greeted with this. What kind of Fisher-Price baby's first capture am I looking at right now?
It's the top right.
You do the frog one
Please. Hey, I had to log in somehow.
That's a good video. That's a good movie. That was fun. He's a good YouTuber. I'll give it up. I'll drop a sub. Maybe check out some other stuff. Good movie. All right, I got to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. I want to watch... Yeah, I think I know what I want to watch next. Okay. All right, one sec. I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be right back. You guys get to be on the big screen. Here you go. Woo! Big chat. Big chat. I'll be right back. 1 second. I forgot I had to reload this. Okay. There you go. Reloaded for you. Okay. All right. No more laundry. This is a terrific title. Hold on. I'm fascinated by this. The $250,000 unlimited flight pass. Honestly, I feel like it should be way less expensive. I don't know. I feel like if you're flying unlimited, like I'm thinking of Movie Pass, right? Like Movie Pass it was like $20 a month and you get a free movie every day, which is crazy, right? That's insane. But like, I don't think you could travel every day and rack up $250,000, can you? What if it's always first class seats? I abused Movie Pass like crazy. Yeah, me too. I was all over that shit. I saw so many movies, and most of them were bad. That was the issue I had, is that I felt compelled to go see movies that I wouldn't give a shit about otherwise. I would not have cared otherwise, but somehow I was locked on them. You know?
.com/HAI and get a free audiobook plus 2 free Audible originals. Everybody makes mistakes, and remember, corporations are people too, therefore they too make mistakes.
That's true.
Blockbuster turned down the chance to buy Netflix,
Poor
KFC opened in China and mistranslated its finger-licking good to eat your fingers off, and American Airlines sold the infamous, unlimited, lifetime AirPass? 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 You know what, let's just call it the AirPass. You see,
oh, it's lifetime? Oh, what the fuck? I would pay that. What the fuck? That's lifetime? I thought that was like annually. Would I pay that actually? Wait a minute. Okay. All right. Hold on. 250K. Let's say you live 50 years. That's only $5,000 a year divided by, let's say you travel once a month. Dude. That's not bad. You're basically paying $400 a month to travel once a month anywhere you want. What the fuck?
1980s, American Airlines had a problem.
Dude, bring this back!
At the time, the airline crucially
You thought that
needed
was
money,
annually?
as
Yeah, I
years of
thought it was
research,
for like
trial,
super
and
rich
error
people.
concluded
You know what
that
I'm
the Pratt
saying?
& Whitney JT3D,
I was thinking about the working
JT8B,
class,
and
you know?
JT90 turbofan engines used
How
in
do
their
I
aircraft
afford the
would not function without
$250,000
fuel,
annual
which
pass?
costs money. Now, people respond to not having money in all kinds of different ways. Some file for bankruptcy, some steal a loaf of bread.
It would be $2,500 a month today with inflation. That's fucking crazy. Are you serious? Dude. Oh my god.
Some start a semi-satirical educational YouTube channel, but American Airlines decided to respond with something truly
That's
drastic,
so cheap!
offering this unlimited lifetime air pass.
Oh my
The
god.
idea was simple. When the pass was first offered in
Holy
1981,
shit!
it cost $250,000, and you could spend an additional $150,000 for a companion pass. So if you bought both, you were looking at a total of $400,000. With inflation,
That's
today
absolutely
that would be
worth it.
around $1.2 million.
Okay, well,
in exchange, you got
when you put it that
unlimited
way.
free first-class travel to anywhere in the world on any American Airlines flight for life, and with the companion pass, you could take anyone you wanted with you. It could be your friend, your spouse, your friend's spouse, a stranger's spouse, a stranger's friend's spouse,
Dude.
or Bill Clinton. 28 people took American Airlines up on the offer.
That's not
now,
a bad deal.
$400,000 may sound like a lot of money, especially for 1981, and to
For
be fair,
how
it
much
was.
you
With
get the
inflation,
tra-
it's enough
that's
to buy
crazy.
138,
If I was upper middle class, hell yeah.
Chipotle burritos with guac, or to buy just under
What a deal.
0.9% of this weird, drippy, swirly painting of nothing. But even though $400,000 is a lot of money, soon American Airlines discovered that they had made a terrible mistake in their pricing. They had offered people far too good of a deal. See, the unlimited passes were like an all-you-can-eat buffet. All-you-can-eat buffets make...
Why does he say it like that? What the fuck? I've never heard anybody say buffet. What? It's almost on par with the Best Buy Games Pass thing. Hold on. I vaguely remember this. What is it? Like, that's ringing a bell, but I might be thinking of Blockbuster. I know Blockbuster was like you could rent any 2 games at any time. The Best Buy thing was called Gamers Club Unlocked. Oh, baby, that's a good one. What was Gamers Club? Best Buy members got 10% off, or 10% bonus trade-in credits, 10% discount on pre-owned games, 20% discount on new games. That doesn't seem that good. That's just a GameStop thing, right? That's just GameStop. I don't know. 20% off new games is crazy? Is it? Amazon does that now. You could go on Amazon and get games for you know, $50. That doesn't seem crazy. 20% off every new game. I mean, I would just go in there, buy a game, sell it on eBay, and make $10. Pay out. I don't know why anybody would do that. Probably make $5, you know. Take a little pre-owned cut, you know. Yeah, you could walk into Walmart right now and get games for $50. That doesn't seem crazy. You can already buy game keys that are 20% online. Oh, yeah, that's like G2A. Were you guys around when streamers were advertising G2A? Wasn't that weird? That was so strange. That site is like, it's one of the things they tell you, and I have bought some keys on G2A in the past. Is G2A a scam? Probably for some people. The way that it works is G2A sells keys of games for really cheap, and usually it's like most keys are stolen. Oh, is that true? I don't know if they're stolen keys. I assumed that they were like marketing keys that got left over in a lot of times. Like, you know, things that they tried to, you know, sell against or sponsor keys. And they tried to give them out and they just never worked. So they sell them and then whatever. But it's like, you can buy keys for games, but they even say there's no guarantee that your key will work or that you will even get one. Unless you use G2A Shield, which is an extra like $6, and then they guarantee it. It's crazy. People resell keys they bought with stolen credit cards. Ah, is that what the play is? Dude, I saw so many people advertising G2A a few years ago. I don't know how much money they were throwing, but good lord. I never hear about them anymore. And look at me, I'm doing advertising for them right now. Crazy. Well, well, well. I got a free trial at GameFly, got the game, reported it lost in the mail, and sent back the copy. Pay out.
Money, because even though people could
Smart.
eat 50 lamb chops in one sitting, eating up all the buffet's money, the buffet assumes
Stop
that
saying that
nobody
word.
will actually do that because it would be, you know, gross. American Airlines did the same thing. They assumed people wouldn't use
Buffet.
the pass too much, but they failed to consider the super travelers. Super travelers like this guy, Stephen Rothstein, who did the flying equivalent of going
That
to an
dude
all-you-can-eat
flying.
buffet and eating 50 lamb chops, 80 steaks, and an entire trash can full of mashed potatoes. Stephen Rothstein, a Chicago investment banker, bought the Unlimited Air Pass in 1987. Over the next 25 years, he would use the pass to book more than 10,000 flights. That's an average of more than a flight a day. He would fly to London to get lunch with a friend, or to Boston for a baseball game, then back home for dinner. Sometimes he would fly to Providence, Rhode Island just to get his favorite sandwich, a bologna.
I actually think this was viable before 9/11. I actually think this was probably really fun to do before 9/11. Because I travel a lot now, and it's fucking miserable. Because you have to be at the airport like an hour before, you have to go through TSA, and the guy at TSA is always like, stay with your bags, push it forward. And I'm literally pushing it forward. I fucking hate TSA. It's bad. But before, you could just walk on the plane. Pre-check exists? Yeah, but you still have to go through it. You still have to go through all the bullshit, you know? Like, this would have been nuts. You just show up at the airport? Oh my god. I would do this, absolutely. If I had $400,000 to burn, I'd be jet-setting.
Bologna and Swiss melt from a restaurant called
Jesus.
Jeff's. This meant that whenever Stephen Rothstein got hungry, American Airlines had to pay hundreds or thousands of dollars in fuel, taxes, and other
Hell
costs,
yeah!
not to mention lost ticket sales, to fly to his bologna and Swiss melt, which is a lot of money, especially for a sandwich with bologna, a meat so bad that its name literally means nonsense. I mean, come on, if you're gonna fly across the country, at least get salami. And it wasn't just Rothstein. A lot of people use their passes much more than expected. One pass holder, Mike Joyce, once used his pass to fly round trip to London 16 times in 25 days.
What the fuck was he doing? What is he doing going from Chicago to London 16 times? Why is he hopping over the ocean so much? What's over there?
Keep in mind, too, that back in the 80s, when the pass was first offered, flying cost a lot more than it does now. When you adjust for inflation,
Oh, is that
the
true?
cost of flying is now about 50% less than it was in 1980.
Really?
Soon, American
Oh,
Airlines
what the
realized
fuck?
that they had made a terrible mistake. They estimated that super travelers like Rothstein were costing them over $1 million
Yeah.
a year each, which made sense. By 2008,
Surely they got to
Rothstein
keep
had
the
traveled
card, though.
over
You
10
can't take it
million
away
miles,
now.
Or 16
You can't
million
take that shit
kilometers,
away.
Enough to go to the moon and
You
back
signed the
20
contract.
times. Now, of course, Rothstein didn't actually fly to the moon, but it turns out he had flown too close to the sun, and he was about to get burned.
No, you
It
can't
turns
take
out
it
that
away.
Rothstein and others would often use their passes to help out complete strangers, giving them unexpected first-class upgrades or helping them get home when their flights were canceled.
Aw.
That wouldn't normally be a problem, except that in order to have the option to do it, the pass holders would regularly book their companion pass under a fake name, as they didn't yet know who might be traveling with them. Silly made-up names like Bag Rothstein or Benedict Cumberbatch, you know, names that no real human being would ever have. In 2008, American Airlines accused...
Bro, you used to be able to lie so much easier back then. God.
Rothstein and 2 others of fraud and said that by booking under false names, they had broken their contract.
That's smart. That's smart. They found a loophole. Good shit. Well done, American Airlines. Corporations win again. That's my team.
Security agents cornered them at airports, revoked their passes, and told them they would never fly on American Airlines again.
Damn!
Just like any red-blooded American would, they all sued, but for Rothstein's case at least, the outcome wasn't clear as it was settled privately out of court.
Oh, payout.
American Airlines stopped regularly offering the unlimited lifetime pass in 1994, though they did offer it once in 2004 for $3 million plus $2 million for a companion pass.
That's too much.
For a total of $5 million or $6.8 million today with inflation.
No.
At that time,
I think
though,
that's,
there were no takers.
No.
After all, with
silly.
$5 million, you might as well just buy your own plane.
Yeah.
Or you could buy 7% of this other painting of this drippy swirly painting of nothing. 25
I would
people,
just
though,
be
still
flying
have
at that
lifetime
point.
unlimited passes.
Post 9/11 makes it way worse. Yeah, in terms of like the time, you can't just jump from Chicago to wherever that guy was going to the East Coast over and over and over. Because there's so much time you have to spend waiting for your plane. It's fucking terrible.
Michael Dell, who you might know from Dell Computers, and Mark Cuban, who you might know from Shark Tank, and yelling at referees at Dallas Mavericks games.
Neat.
They can still fly anywhere, anytime, first class on any American
You can if you have a gun. I think they take that from you at TSA.
Flight, and so long as they don't break the rules, they can do it for the rest of their lives. But let's hope they don't start craving too many bologna and Swiss sandwiches, lest they can do it.
Damn, look at these veneers. Wow. Veneers are interesting to me. I know this is a weird, tangent. I find veneers very strange. Because it's like, it at its core is like one of the most performative things you can do, right? It is simply to put others at ease. It's too perfect. Yeah, I don't know why. Does he have a slight lazy eye? I don't think so. That looks normal. What's a veneer? It's basically, it's something that goes on top of your tooth and it like covers your tooth so that your teeth look like this. Like unnaturally white and very clean and stuff. They're very expensive. They run anywhere from like, I don't know, $600 to $1,500 per tooth, I think. Something like that. So the angle here is you can see he didn't get it done all the way. And why would you? Because you never see these teeth. But I'm seeing these teeth right now. You see? See how the back teeth are a different color? Yeah. That's like a normal tooth color. Teeth are normally like a little bit more, faded. The enamel wears off, right? That's like a normal thing. That's crazy. Damn. I don't know. Whenever I see this shit, I'm like, damn. I snap back to reality. You know what I mean? It's such a weird stun lock, but I'm always like, oh yeah.
For the rest of their lives, but let's hope they don't start craving too many bologna and Swiss sandwiches, lest they meet Stephen Rothstein's same.
If I could get my teeth fucking pulled out and just replaced with cybernetic robot implant teeth, like nano machines, I would do it. Fuck that. I'm sick of human teeth. They're annoying. Genuinely. Just rip that shit out. Put me under, rip it all out, and give me the fucking Five Nights at Freddy teeth. I don't care.
Fate. Who will never sell you a subscription, panic.
Damn. I definitely would have fucking bought that pass if I had the means to do it. That's a nice pass. All right. This is a movie.
The history's so rich and old.
Now, for a movie about tennis. This video has come up for like 2 years. I don't know why it's on here because I feel like it's not in our vertical at all. But for some reason, people love this movie. Yeah, I'm shocked. It also has 7 million views. I don't know. This one is good. I don't know how people know these. Oh, the Blue Clay one? Oh, Blue Clay goes crazy. These aren't like Hollywood blockbusters, you know?
Tennis. The sport with a history so rich and old to make anyone think twice about ever changing
tennis
any fundamental.
Tennis is always so... I never played tennis or even watched it or anything. It's so weird to me. It feels so bougie. You know what I mean? I used to feel that way about golf, but I think I've seen enough golf now to not... It feels like rich people shit, yeah.
Aspect of the game. We know how it goes.
But it's
there
not,
are 3
though.
court surfaces.
Rackets aren't
Grass
expensive.
courts, commonly associated with
It's
olden
just
tennis
shorts
and
and a
still used
polo.
professionally throughout Europe
It
in the
does look
summer
fun.
months. There are clay courts, the most widely used surface throughout the world with slight variance in color and texture. And of course, the tried and true hard courts, most likely found at your local park and high school due to the lack of maintenance needed for its use. It's all so simple. So what the hell is this?
Damn, that's pretty. That's gorgeous. I love that.
Before all the controversy and threats of boycotting by the sport's biggest stars.
Have you seen the cave video? No, I haven't actually. I've been holding on to it. It's an hour and a half long. Do we watch that on stream?
All of this started as an
Hour and a
idea in
half?
the mind of this man,
It's
Ion
good?
Thidiak.
Yes, no. Yes, no. Yes, no. Yes, yes, no, no, yes, no. Do not, no, no, yes, yes, no, yes. What the
Thidiak,
fuck?
a billionaire
It's an hour and a half long.
business mogul, is the owner of the Madrid Open, a premier professional tennis tournament which attracts the biggest names in tennis. Before his venture into business, though, Thidiak had a colorful sports past as an international child table tennis champion, eventually becoming a member of the Romanian Olympic ice hockey team, and finally settled as a professional tennis player, winning the 1970 French Open doubles with former great Ilie Nastase. By all means, the Romanian loved to push boundaries and set new heights for both himself and whatever venture he threw himself into. Despite his successful main career in banking, he stayed invested in tennis throughout his life, serving as a professional coach, manager, agent, committee president, and eventually in 2009 became the owner and organizer of the Madrid Open, transforming the tournament from a hardcore end-of-the-year event to the red clay spectacle that defines the European tennis swing every.
Damn, this guy loves tennis. What the fuck? This is so cool. I love this. Here we go! I don't know.
Pete
There's
Boys
something about the
State's football
aesthetic.
field real quick.
As stupid as it is. I love this, the aesthetic of the red clay. That's nice. Boise State's football field? Boise State football field. What is this, in Idaho? Boise's not a state. Ooh, that's pretty! Oh my god! What is that? Red? That rules. That's supposed to be grass. How do you paint the grass blue? How do you do that? Nasty, and it hurts my eyes. Mods! You know what to do. It's turf? Yeah, but how do you paint it? Doesn't it wear off? Oh, the turf comes blue. Never mind. I thought you had to grow the turf. I thought you had to grow the turf and it comes out green and then you have to paint it. Whoops. Okay. I didn't think about it.
Every spring. The change was an instant success, and everyone was perfectly
I would
happy
have
and
red
content with
grass,
the way things turned out.
stained with the blood of my
Almost
enemies.
everyone, that is. You see, around this time, the worldwide tennis landscape was changing. Literally. When watching tennis on TV, many find it hard to keep track of the tiny yellow ball flying across a similarly colored court. So in 2005, the US Open in New York City, one of the biggest tennis tournaments in the world, changed colors from its trademark green to blue. Instantly, the sport became easier to watch on television, and the reception was positive.
That's really interesting.
Following suit, the Australian Open, another main event, pulled a similar move in 2008,
they're always
changing colors
copying
from
us.
green to blue in the midst of court renovations.
biting ass.
2007 saw the move from green to purple in Miami,
Yuck.
red courts in Bogota in 2013, and somehow this is still a thing.
Ew! This is like a fucking Mario Tennis ass stage. What the? You land on here, you get an item? I thought this guy was 1v2. I didn't even see her in the back.
Suddenly, tennis wasn't so monochromatic, and this early 2000s
Windows.
hardcore color renaissance caught the
That's
attention of
gross.
Mr. Thidiak, who in 2012 was looking for ways to make his tournament more interesting on TV. This wouldn't be the first time, as in 2004 he decided to replace all teenage ball kids with adult fashion models, a change that didn't go down well at the time.
yeah.
Undeterred by the fact that his tournament was held on clay courts and not hard courts, the idea of blue clay was born.
I guess it's not a bad idea. That's like, you know, boxing ring girls or whatever. You're trying to bring that to tennis, but I feel like tennis doesn't jive with that, you know?
To quickly explain the science required for the change, Normal red clay used at almost every single European clay court event is composed of crushed red bricks, scattered across courts in 2 separate
Hooters
layers.
of tennis.
According to Thidiak, the blue clay used in 2012 was identical to red clay, the only difference being that during manufacturing, the naturally occurring iron oxide that creates the normal red color was stripped from the crushed brick, creating a bleached white powder. Blue dye is then used to complete the process.
Neat!
Reportedly, this
That
change
shit
in
looks
color cost
amazing.
Thidiak double what red clay is normally purchased for, an expense he held was worth the extra cost. So, you have a positive shift in public perception towards colored tennis courts, a tournament willing to put down extra funds to
this
create
rules.
a better
I
viewing
like this.
experience for
What could
fans,
go wrong?
and a billionaire tennis fanatic using his time and resources to make sure it all comes together. What could go wrong? Well, how much time you got?
What could possibly...
To start, since the idea's inception in 2011, blue clay found little support among the players, with Federer saying, keep the red clay. Obviously, those kind of things.
What the fuck? Why you gotta be a diva about it? Blue is pretty.
Grass doesn't become orange. It would all be
What's
strange.
your problem?
Soon enough, though, the blue clay was ratified for use as a permanent feature, starting with the 2012 edition of the Madrid Open.
Dude, just
Upon the
outright
announcement,
hating for no
Nadal
reason.
tweeted, "It's a shame because of the history and tradition of the surface. I hope I
Shut
don't have
up.
to play one day on blue grass." Thidiak, though, was convinced that once the pair play-tested the surface, they would be converted, saying, "As far as Nadal and Federer, they are great tennis players and great human beings. I respect their opinion, but
if
I don't
it's
have
the
to
same
accept
as
everything
red, it's
one
just
player
colored
says."
differently.
Eventually, Judgment Day came when players arrived in Madrid to begin the tournament, and already
I'm gonna be saying something very different by the end of this video.
began to fall apart. Despite the
already-
Madrid Open's popularity in recent years,
I
one
feel like
issue that
things
had
are gonna
repeatedly
change.
dogged the tournament were its soft and uneven courts due to poorly installed drainage systems, allowing water to unevenly flow after rain and
Dude,
water.
that effect is making
The
me
blue
sick.
clay
Turn that
suffered
off.
the exact same issues, but with more severity, as
Dude.
a combination of heavy rain and heat waves prior to opening day all but baked the clay base into a surface that was much harder than it should have been. Adding to this, salt laid down on top of the courts to keep moisture
looks
away and
great.
retain color ended up crystallizing into an unbreakable film due to the extreme weather, making traction while sliding almost impossible and creating conditions similar to that of a slip and slide.
Oh my god,
This became
ow!
almost
Holy
impossible
shit,
and
look at
creating
this
conditions
fall!
similar to that of a
Ooh! Oh my god, look at that! Fuck!
slip and slide. This became extremely apparent after world number 2 Rafael
But it's so
Nadal's
pretty.
opening
It's
win.
where-
saying,
Whoa!
"The surface doesn't feel comfortable. It's complicated, very slippery.
Oh
it's
my
difficult to keep
God.
your balance. I hope you'll comfortable."
Oh
It's
my
calling Rafael
god!
Nadal's opening win.
Oh, dude! It's like an ice court in Mario. He slid for like 30 frames. Okay, he stops running here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Damn, dude. That's like a third of a second.
Saying,
yeah, wouldn't this have happened if it was red? Why is blue making it different? I feel like this is a scapegoat.
"The surface doesn't
Huh?
feel comfortable. It's complicated, very slippery. It's difficult to keep your balance. I hope that next
What's
year
wrong
they
with
change
blue?
it." Number 1 ranked Novak Djokovic shared the same thoughts after he dropped a set in
Stop
his opening
bitching!
match, stating, "Not a single player, not a woman, not a man, I didn't hear anyone say, I like blue clay." The courts clearly favored offensive players such as Roger Federer, as those who stuck around the baseline and moved less found the issues much less apparent. This is a
Yeah, you go right
contradiction
up
to
to
what
the
clay
net.
is normally known for, typically giving the advantage to defensive players whose game revolves around longer, slower points. Tempers rose to a fever pitch when Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic were knocked out in the third round and quarterfinals respectively, a stark departure from the previous year where they had faced off in the final.
This is fascinating because this just makes me think of like, you know, I'm gamer brained, right? But this is just like you turn on PictoChat and WarioWare and you see what happens. And make players go to it so they actually use it, you know?
The semifinals on blue clay proved what many had already assumed. With 4 offensive, heavy-hitting baseliners making it to the Final Four, blue clay had fundamentally changed what made clay, clay. It wasn't just a color change. It was a change in how a tennis match had to be played to win.
Cool! I think that's
Even
cool!
after Federer lifted the first and only
Wear
blue clay
cleats.
trophy to probably ever exist, he still went on to say, "It is tough."
I can beat Roger Federer. How do I do that? Federer? Roger. I could beat Roger.
To move, but you just get on with it and try to make the best out of it. To the surprise of absolutely no one, weeks later, the Association of Tennis Professionals, or ATP, banned blue clay for all 2013 events.
Dude, this
is so stupid. A decision met with
stupid.
Unanimous praise by all players and industry leaders.
This is dumb.
Nadal would go on to win the 2013's title on red clay, and he and Djokovic would eventually win 5 of the next 7 Madrid titles, while Federer has never...
Damn, he died. That guy
Why did they just change the color of the ball?
That's true. Yeah, why can't the ball just be white? Or red? What happened to this guy?
And he and Djokovic
Or
would
just
eventually
passed
win
out.
5 of the next 7 Madrid titles, while Federer has never made it
He's
to
so
the finals
sleepy.
since the year clay was blue. So, will we ever see blue clay again? Or any other strangely colored non-hardcourt surface?
I hope so.
Tennis is no stranger to gimmicks.
Dogs!
And stunts designed to draw in viewers. And changing court color is no different. While I'm...
What the fuck is this? This is a terrible idea. This is an awful idea. What the fuck? I mean, I would watch it. It looks cool as hell. Oh, so the clay was too slippery? Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, you can't play on blue clay. Boo-hoo. Too slippery. I'm sliding all over the place. You're fucking underwater. You're submerged. That joint's going to be hardwood, too, so it's going to warp. Oh, God.
I'm sure we'll witness some interesting changes to how tennis...
That's dangerous. It's fucking bad. You might die. Also, wouldn't this, like, change the air, right? With the air, the thickness of the air, right? You know? Gets thin up there or whatever. Something like that.
This is played going forward.
Mad
There's no
windy,
doubt
too.
that many won't forget that fateful year Ion Thidiak had the balls to turn red clay blue.
That's stupid. It got a bad rap. It could have been red clay and it would have been the same. That's dumb. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Is it time to theme park post? Uh-oh. Now it's my turn for a video. This is the demise of Wonderland Sydney. Australia doesn't have many theme parks. And now we're going to figure out why. Been a while since we used Defunctland. I love Defunctland. Finally!
In the summer of 2004,
Finally!
a large shipment arrived at a zoo in South Dakota called Reptile Gardens. The package was humongous, even for the zoo that was used to receiving shipments of abnormally large animals. Reptile Gardens was
this is an old movie. I don't care. It's been sitting in my watch later forever.
expecting the package, but it was still shocking to see the contents in
It's a
person.
fucking gator!
The shipment was a 16-year-old
Yeah!
crocodile named Maniac. The 34-year-old creature was born in captivity in Australia.
An alligator named Maniac? Leave that fucker in the box. What are you doing?
And got his name after killing other crocodiles in its habitat.
What
For
the
the previous 14 years, Maniac had been on display at the Australia
Shoot
Wildlife
it!
Park, where he witnessed the rise and fall of one of Australia's most popular theme parks.
What a bait and switch. What the fuck? Why did you tell me about the gator just to be like, oh yeah, and he was there when this happened? By the way, the thumbnail has Spider-Man on it, so I assume that Australia just claimed Spider-Man and thought nobody would notice. How did they get shots? I'm so stupid. I was going to say, how did they get shots like this before drones? Is literally a helicopter. But that's so expensive. That would cost so much money.
In 1972, Kings Island opened in Mason, Ohio. The park was the first theme park to be built by the Taft Broadcasting Company, and its new theme park division, the Kings Entertainment Company, or KECO. Taft Broadcasting would implement the theming and detail seen in the theme parks constructed by the Walt Disney Company, utilizing the classic
KECO.
Hanna-Barbera cartoon characters that they had recently acquired.
So
Kings Island was a huge success, and it would prompt Taft and KECO to build more parks. The company built King's Dominion in Doswell, Virginia, which opened in 1975. They acquired Carowinds in Charlotte, North Carolina the same year.
Yeah, this is King's
Captcha
Dominion.
would open
I love
Canada's
King's
Wonderland in Ontario, Canada in 1981. In 1985, they would be hired to operate Great America in Santa Clara, California. Taft's expansion into theme parks had been a huge success, and the company continued looking
Them
for
shits
areas
is
to
crashing.
expand. The prospects of international theme parks outside of North America became much more attractive on April 5th, 1983, when the Walt Disney Company opened their first international park, Tokyo Disneyland, to rave reviews and financial success.
What's the biggest Australian theme park? I don't even know one. I know England has like Blackpool Pleasure Beach, which is the stupidest fucking name. And Disney is like in Tokyo and Paris. The Outback? Oh my god, a lot of people know. I got a couple. I've never heard of that. The Outback? Australia, the Outback theme park. No, that's a rodeo. What? Wait, was everybody just making a joke? Did everybody make a joke at the same time? Did I get captured? I got fucking captured. I actually got captured. Everybody made a joke at the same time. And since they all said the same thing, I thought it was real. I'm a robot. I've been a robot the whole fucking time. I can't believe that. Dude, to be fair, look at the... Oh, I didn't notice the steakhouse. I saw the Outback Steakhouse. I didn't see the Outback Steakhouse. If I saw that, I probably would have known something was up.
It might not be a coincidence that
I
a mere
believe
4
them.
months later, Taft Broadcasting announced that they were planning to build an international theme park of their own. Only their park would not be in Asia. Taft Broadcasting was going down under.
Oh, I think I've seen that sign, unless it got updated. I remember a sign that looked like that.
In 1983, Sydney, Australia was home to over 3 million people. Despite a wide array of entertainment options and a thriving art scene, the city only had one notable amusement park named the Harbourside Amusement Park.
Oh,
The
it's
park
not
had opened
Luna?
under the name Luna Park in 1935, where it had operated for
I love
over
Luna
40
Park.
years.
Wait!
After a tragic wildfire in 1979.
Yo! Wait a minute! Yo! Yeah! I went there! Hey! It's nice. It's great. When you flip it, when you flip this, I'm going to show you a little thing. Watch this. So it says Luna Park. But did you know that when you flip it, it says crap anus? See that? Kind of looks like an S, right? Right there. Yeah, crap anal. I mean, either way, it's bad. So, yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and put that back. Yeah. I don't remember what caused that. Oh, I just saw it on a webcam once.
The park was closed and mostly demolished.
Coney cheering as Defunctland is talking about a tragic fire. Oh, is that what they start? I wasn't listening.
With some of its attractions being sent to the small
Yo, the Magic Kingdom!
Magic Kingdom
fucking lion
Park just south of Sydney. Luna Park's ownership was changed, and the park, now missing most of its signature features and attractions, reopened in 1982 as Harbourside Amusement Park. Local developers took notice of the controversy and instability of the park and began to consider building an all-new theme park for Sydney. As luck would have it, an American company with years of experience in the theme park industry was already looking to expand internationally. Taft Broadcasting's choice to expand its parks to Australia was far from random. Hanna-Barbera had created a Broadcasting's choice to expand its parks to Australia.
I have this Fred Flintstone's autograph. I remember being scared to death of this guy. He was so scary, you guys. Look how big he is. Look at his giant fucking head. Also, is that Yogi? Why are his eyes so small? Oh my god. Looks like an actual bear in a hat.
It was far from random.
That's terrifying.
Hanna-Barbera had created
Oh my
a studio
God.
in Sydney in 1972, and Taft would operate the Australian division of CIC Video, a VHS distributor. Due to
Good
this,
Lord.
the children of Australia had a familiarity and appreciation for the Hanna-Barbera characters, and after conducting a thorough market research examination on Sydney, Taft was confident that a theme park would work well in the area. The park cost an estimated $65 million to build, which was down from early projections of $75 million. Taft wanted the park to be smaller than its American counterparts. and they expected to rely on locals rather than tourists to populate the park. Some locals were concerned over Americanization of the area, especially after hearing that the park was to be the biggest in the Southern Hemisphere.
Why'd they call it that? Finger licking. It's not food.
The result, however, was hard to scoff at.
Why would you call it that? You're not licking your fingers. That's gross.
There's a world I'd like to live in, a world I'd like to see, where there's too much fun for everyone. And still
dude, old green screens look like shit.
Where there's magic on every corner and a smile on every face. If I could just step out of this perfect dream into this perfect place.
Cool! That looks very dangerous, actually. Oh my god. This place is packed. This is honestly aspirational. Aww.
The park,
That's
named
sweet.
Australia's Wonderland, officially opened on
The problem is you can only get half of the fucking country over there because the middle of the country is just barren.
December 7th, 1985. The park's
You know what
management
blows my mind in these old commercials? Like, every old commercial had this, like, chorus of people singing, like a choir. You know what I mean? I don't know why that is, and I don't know who was, like, contracting those at the time, but it's crazy. They're always there. Like, is there, like, a third-party service you could hire for that? Are they, like, in the yellow pages? It always blew my mind. Even, like, small, inconsequential commercial jingles would have that. It's crazy. It's like hand claps and whistling in modern commercials. Yeah, exactly, but it's so much easier to do that, right? To do, like a Kickstarter song, license-free, whatever, than, like, getting 50 people to sing about your theme park.
The park, named Australia's
Even for
Wonderland,
sit-down
officially
restaurants.
opened on
Yeah,
December
even,
7th,
like, Shoney's.
1985. The park's management
Shoney's
predicted
had one.
1.6
Like,
million guests would visit the park each year, despite its limited operating schedule. The park would be open only on weekends and during school and national holidays. It would also be closed from mid-May to early August, Australians' winter months due to its location in the Southern Hemisphere. When guests first walked through the gates of Australia's Wonderland in
big as
1985, they were greeted with three major lands within the park: Medieval Fair, Hanna-Barbera Land, and Gold Rush. While these lands did contain classic amusement rides, the park emphasized its live entertainment, boasting 23 different stage shows and characters unique to each land that would...
Coney, do you know how to whistle? I know how to whistle. I just can't. I don't have the mouth shape for it. It's not possible for me to do. I know how I'm supposed to do it. I can't do it. It's not in the cards. Don't copy me.
...interact with guests.
It's
Medieval
not
Fair
possible.
was themed to the mythical Middle Ages.
I don't
land
have
gave
the mouth
guests themed
for it.
attractions such as a bumper car ride named the Jousting Ring, the Spinning Sea Demon, and the Looping
The what?
Starship, Bounty's Revenge. Guests
Oh my
experiencing the
God.
latter would often forget to empty their pockets before riding, resulting in hundreds of dollars worth of coins falling to the lake below. And in one bizarre situation, a cigarette lighter falling onto the queue's roof and exploding. Fortunately, no one was injured. Hanna-Barbera
They
Land
can
featured
do that?
beloved characters from the cartoon studio,
Lighters
as
can
well as rides
explode
and
if they
attractions
fall?
based upon their respective shows.
Huh?
These included Judy's
I think that was a
Jetliners,
bomb.
Huckleberry Hound's Merry-Go-Round, Old McScrappy's Golf Farm, Fred Flintstone's Splashdown.
What the fuck? That is a wide log. Oh my god. You're not getting sued in Australia. They're gonna make sure of that. God damn.
And the Celebrity Night
Comfy.
Gala Show, featuring some of the more popular characters. This land also had a children's wooden roller coaster, the Beastie, which was half the size and height of Wonderland's premier
Aw.
attraction, the Bush Beast, located in the Gold
Cute.
Rush section of the park. This section included attractions such as Funnel Web, the Skyhawk, Ned Kelly's Getaway, and the river raft ride Snowy River Rampage. The Bush
That's
Beast
too
was the
many
main
Rs.
draw of the area, and it was themed as the sister to Kings Island's popular wooden coaster, the Beast. The Bush Beast reached speeds of up to 56 miles per hour and heights of 90 feet, and it was the tallest wooden roller coaster in the southern hemisphere at the time of its opening.
Australia was lame as
Wonderland's
fuck.
opening season was a huge success.
I think they're gonna okay, here's what happens. They're gonna debut something off the fucking charts dangerous, and then somebody's gonna die, and then they have to shut down.
And expansions of the park
It's
were quickly
Australia.
greenlit
Something-
to ensure public interest remained in the
it's
attraction.
not gonna be normal.
In 1988, Wonderland received The Beach, a water park that operated seasonally and adjacent to
Thank you,
Wonderland,
Lamp.
where park guests could visit without purchasing another admission
Gator
ticket.
coaster.
In
Oh yeah, that gator's got to come back in somehow.
1989,
I forgot about
the
that damn
double-lift Ferris
gator,
wheel,
the Maniac.
Zodiac, was relocated to
forgot about
Wonderland from
Maniac.
Kings Island. 1990 saw the opening of yet another park adjacent to Wonderland, the Australia Wildlife Park. The park was home to over 600 animals, including dingoes.
Bro, dingoes don't make sense to me. It's just a fucking dog. I don't get it. That's just a dog. That's what a dingo is. A dingo is just a dog.
Kangaroos, koalas, goannas, penguins,
They just put
and
a dog in the
crocodiles,
zoo.
such as the homicidal Maniac. The park heavily leaned into Australian culture, most likely for the international tourists, offering activities such as boomerang throwing,
A wild
whip
dog is
cracking,
just a
and
dog.
serving billy tea and damper. For all of the guests wanting to experience the outback without leaving the city, this was the perfect destination.
Yeah, that's smart,
In the early
honestly.
90s, Australia's Wonderland and its parks blossomed with even more shows and attractions being added. The Blinky Bill show, based off of the famous Australian cartoon, was a hit with kids.
Blinky
and the
Bill.
Rock and Roll Wrestling show featured legendary wrestlers and gave families the opportunity to win a lunch with a wrestler of their choice.
Isn't it weird when you find out about, like, cultural stuff from, like, I don't know, other nations' youths? Isn't that weird? Like, when you find out that the UK watched something called, like, Duckula. Isn't that what they watch? Like, Dracula Duck or whatever? I always think that's weird. You didn't grow up on Barney like me, Mr. Blobby? Wait, is that real? Why is everybody saying Mr. Blobby? Am I getting... I feel like I'm getting lied to again. Ew! What the fuck is that? Are you... I've never seen this. What the fuck is Mr. Blobby? Are you kidding? Oh my god. Hold on, let me get out of the way. Who signed off on this? Who thought that would be wise? Who didn't do the research to find out? Like, couldn't it come out of his arm or something? Or his armpit? That's a standard position for balloon valves. They could find a different way, right? Mr. Blobby didn't need a fucking dick that hangs down to his knees. His ankles, even. It's a confused kid. I don't like that. Also, Naughty. Naughty is exactly what I was talking about, by the way. This dude, I didn't even know this was a thing. Apparently, this is like a big deal over in England. They love Naughty. Never heard of this little creep.
Rides like the Demon, a Vekoma
I just
boomerang
know about the
coaster,
penguin.
and the Space
Newt?
Probe, a drop
That's his
tower,
name, right?
were also added to the parks.
I only know about
And a
him
new
'cause the
themed area
internet.
named
He was big in
Transylvania was
Russia.
created. Wonderland was so popular among locals that weddings were even held in the park. In less than
Yeah, wait, doesn't England hate ninjas? They have Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles instead of Ninja Turtles. What the fuck's up with that? Is that like a China hates skeletons thing? Yeah, you guys didn't know about that? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are called Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles in England. Yeah. I never knew why that was. I thought like maybe they hated ninjas. In the same way that, like, you know, in China you can't show skeletons. It's like they're very scared. They get very frightened when they see a skeleton. They have caps instead of hoods? Is that okay?
In a decade, Wonderland had
Yeah,
proven
I don't
its
know. I've
naysayers
always wondered
wrong.
that.
Those who visited Wonderland had overwhelmingly positive
China
experiences.
can't show skeletons because of
Likewise, the
religion.
park
Yes,
knew
it's
what
very
guests wanted
scary.
and
God
actively
tells
sought
them
to
that
provide
skeletons
fun,
are terrifying.
high-quality entertainment for the whole family.
Ah!
When Keko Entertainment was bought by
Stop
Paramount
saying
in
Keko.
1992, Wonderland was the only park out of the original 6 TAF parks to remain under local management, avoiding the era of painful intellectual property tie-ins that other parks such as Kings Island would experience. The fun seemed like it would never end, But in
That looks
1997,
so dangerous.
as
Oh
Maniac
my God.
watched family after family pass his cage,
Oh, no.
each enjoying their vacation in Wonderland,
Oh, no.
he nor they realized that the park's days were already numbered.
You motherfucker. He did it again. He's doing it on purpose, right? He has to be doing this on purpose. I feel like he knows what we think is going to happen. And he's just skirting around.
In 1997, the Malaysian-based Sunway Group acquired Australia's Wonderland. Sunway Group already owned theme parks around Malaysia, and it seemed as though it was poised to take Wonderland
The Temple of SpongeBob
to the next level. Despite its popularity among locals, the park's ownership was having trouble breaking even with all of the expansions and operating costs, as the park now operated year-round instead of its initial seasonal schedule. After the change in management, it was speculated that even more expansion was on the horizon for Wonderland, that perhaps Sunway Group would bring more rides, attractions, and possibly a full resort.
Bad happened?
The Sunway Group added the Skyrider attraction in 1997,
Did
changed the
Maniac
park's name
used
to
to-
Wonderland Sydney.
This is what I was talking about. You're not allowed to do this. Nobody said you were allowed to do this. They didn't even get permission. Were superheroes even popular at this time?
With the Olympics coming to the city in 2000.
2000? Not really. No. Spider-Man always was? Kind of, yeah. I mean, Spider-Man has always like been the most popular superhero, I think. But Hulk was a who. People knew who Hulk was, but he was kind of a who.
And brought properties from Marvel Comics and Cartoon Network to the park in 2002.
I mean,
which also
outside
brought
of
a
nerd
revamped
culture,
welcome
you know?
sign featuring Spider-Man and the Hulk.
Thanks, Paradise,
Popular
for
Marvel
Prime.
characters
Thank you.
now roam the parks.
Oh,
offering
hell
meet and
yeah,
greets
bro.
featuring
Look at
Spider-Man
the
and Hulk.
Wolverine.
Popular
Damn, dude, what the fuck? We couldn't bring the ears down. What is that, Daredevil? What the fuck? He's just in a jumpsuit. There's
Marvel
no there's no superhero here. The dude is just in a red suit.
now roam the parks, offering meet and greets and
Bro's just
autographs.
chilling.
And a Powerpuff Girls lifestyle
Why is
characters
Spider-Man
now
the
roam
buffest dude here? He's not supposed to be, right? He's supposed to be like kind of puny. Why is Spider-Man yoked up? Why he stands up like that? Yeah, Spider-Man is all beefcaked. And Wolverine looks like a virgin. What the fuck?
the parks, offering
He
meet and
looks
greets and
lost.
autographs, and a Powerpuff Girls live stage show was added. However, it soon became apparent that Sunway Group had no interest in expanding the theme park further. In fact,
Spiders
the
are
company even
different
began
down there.
inexplicably shutting down whole
Australian
sections of the
Spider-Man
park,
is
using
different.
odd excuses such as efficiency studies finding that the park was too big. Select rides were closed or removed altogether. The kid favorite coaster, the Beastie, sat dormant, to the dismay of the visiting children. Compared to the rapid
Damn, no
expansion the park saw
Beasties.
under Keko, this was a massive blow to the locals and fans. Park goers were forced to watch their cherished local park crumble bit by bit before their eyes. In early 2004, after a slow, painful descent into disrepair,
But
Sunway
what
Group
about
announced that they would
Maniac?
be closing Wonderland Sydney. And on April 26, 2004, Wonderland Sydney closed its doors.
What happened to the alligator?
It's
Ah!
upset the Hulk. Captain America's staying brave.
Hang tough, troopers.
But no one cheers when a fun park dies.
I've spent many days here. Early morning.
Why did
late
they
at
intro
night.
it like that?
I've got a lot of friends. Had great times.
For 18 years, Wonderland Sydney has cheered up.
Wait a minute. Captain America? That's true. What is he doing down there? I never thought about that. That's weird. Captain Australia? I think they have like Dr. Boomerang. Wasn't he in Suicide Squad? What the fuck? You know the guy. The Boomerang guy. Professor Boomerang? What's his fucking name? That's DC, though? Oh, is it? Captain Boomerang. Yeah, that guy. Captain Boomerang. Who is the most... Yeah, that guy. He uses a boomerang. Who is the most influential Australian character? Is it Kano? Thank you, Papa Drew. Like, in culture. Hugh Jackman. No. Can't be a celebrity. It has to be like a media character. Bluey? Steve Irwin. Ah, that's a good answer. Yeah. Thank you, Seth. Crocodile Dundee? No way. I think Crocodile Dundee was very influential back then, but not now. The Sniper? Thanks, goalie man. Damn, that's a lot of primes coming in. Guys, I haven't said this all night. Seriously, check if you have a prime. Go below the stream. It'd be nice if you subscribe. Go ahead and give it a thought. Why not? Huh? Thank you. Crocodile Dundee. Yeah, I think... Is it Bluey now? It might be Bluey. That's true. Bluey's like mad popular now.
Frightened and exhilarated
Maniac.
with its just for fun theme. Today, Park Security was doing its best to keep the fun going for staff arriving for their last day on the job.
I'm feeling kind of lonely too, if you don't mind. Can I sit down here beside you?
A lot of people have said that it's going to be like a big thing gone out of their childhood.
Sold for more than $52 million, the fun park will be replaced with a business park.
Are you sad today?
For 1 year, the park sat abandoned. Rides were removed seemingly without agenda or haste. As the months went on, various attractions such as Bounty's Revenge, the Great Balloon Race, Galleon's
What do you do
Graveyard,
with old
Little
theme
Monsters
park
Flying
shit? You can't, like, resell it, right?
in School, and the Broken Hill Mill Games Arcade were all sold and moved off of the property. By June of 2004,
Burn it,
the Bush
dump
Beast
it,
train
recycle
cars would be
them. I
sitting
guess
on top of the lift
I
hill
don't-
while other trains were removed from the ride.
They're
During
so-
the same month, the park was
there's
used
only
by the
one
soldiers
thing
of
you
the
could do
Reserve
with, like, a
Response
theme
Force
park
as training
carriage,
grounds.
you know?
The worst part of the way in which the Sunway Group handled the park's closing was its treatment, or lack thereof, of the animals in Australia Wildlife Park. While
Oh.
Maniac and a few others were relocated, many of the other animals were not. Due to this, former park employees began breaking into Wonderland Sydney to rescue the animals that had been
Oh my
forgotten.
God!
In 2005, the demolition was halted and
They just
prolonged
left
over
them
an
there?
improper license dispute the demolition company was in possession of. There was an incident
What
in
the
2005
fuck?
where a man fell from the defunct Space Probe ride and sustained back injuries, although it was unclear why he was up there or what he was doing.
Yeah. I would wonder that.
In August of 2005, the Bush Beast was finally ripped from the ground and demolished. The Marvel superhero-themed front gate was detached and sold for $1,000 to a junkyard in Londonderry.
Is that a fucking bathtub? Why was there a bathtub at the theme park? Who's taking a bath?
Where it still remains to this day. Even after the quick descent and abrupt closure, the question on every local and every Wonderland fan's minds was, why? Why did this beloved park, in the height of its popularity,
'Cause of
close its
Maniac.
doors? Sunway Group did
It
give
was
a
the
reason.
alligator.
Multiple, actually. The company's CEO listed the September 11th attacks, the 2002
Oh.
Bali bombings, the collapse of
Oh.
HIH insurance, the SARS
Oh.
virus, the bird flu
Oh.
virus, consistent losses
Okay, this guy is coping.
during the Asian financial crisis, the collapse of Ansett Australia, the Iraq War, and the 2003 bushfires as the reasoning for the park's closure.
What
However,
the fuck?
It was obvious
Bro, what kind of cope is that? That's like 15 different reasons. List 3.
to everyone else that it was the Sunway Group's lack of updates and
What
poor
the
management
fuck?
that sealed Wonderland's fate. They took a lucrative offer
What a
for the
fucked
land
up
beneath the
year!
park, selling it for over $50 million, a price similar to what they bought it for. And just like that, Wonderland's fate was sealed. Since the park's closure and demolition,
Jeez.
there have been talks and proposals for reviving Wonderland. Florida-based David Backus, who is the operations manager of Walt Disney World, promised a new park in 2021 called World of Wonder.
Lion
He has
ass.
stated that he is currently devoted to developing Australia's largest theme park destination resort, the spiritual successor of Wonderland Sydney, for Western Sydney Theme Park Development Trust. In addition to the theme parks, the location would include a shopping center, a sports arena, and a convention center. Classics like the Bush Beast will inspire the revamped rides, made possible by cutting-edge technology. Hopefully the new project will be able to come to fruition, and maybe even capture some of the magic that Wonderland once did.
What's-
Maniac the Crocodile still entertains guests today at Reptile Gardens. Most of those that
He's
pass by his
alive!
cage do not know the tragedy of Wonderland Sydney. What the
Wait. Probably.
Beast observed in his time at the park was a sight seen
He's
all too
probably
often.
okay.
A
How
park
long do crocodiles live? Is he a crocodile or alligator? How long do alligators live? 30 to 50 years. God damn. What about a crocodile? Oh, shit. Wait a minute. That's crazy. Why are crocodiles so much sturdier? It must be in the nose. Huh. Check up on Maniac. Maniac reptile. Would you believe it? It's a suggested search. I think other people wanted to know too. Hey, he's doing okay. There he is. Ta-da. This was in 2017. He doesn't look that big. Damn. Crocodiles are freaky, bro. I think the death roll is one of the craziest things God invented. God was crazy for that one. I'm gonna make like a big snake, but with scales and like a hide and really sharp, and it's gonna grab onto you and then it's gonna spin. That's fucked up. God had nothing to do with that. I think that is one of the worst things that's ever been created. By the way, Red Bull, shout out.
Filled with fun and joy, a place
fucked
where
up.
memories were made by millions, and
It's
a
a snake
cultural
with
landmark
legs.
that made an imprint in its city. All
Just
of
grab
that
it by the tail.
killed.
Oh, yeah. I forgot I could do that. I really got to get this on the soundboard. This is too fun. I love this shit. It's so stupid. The tail, right. The tail, of course, yeah.
By financial issues and corporate logistics brought about by companies barely making an attempt to manage a work of art that they don't fully understand. Even the homicidal crocodile might take issue with the death of Australia's one.
Did it kill someone? He keeps saying that it's homicide. Did it kill anybody? I don't think it killed anybody yet. Other crocodiles? I guess that would make it hot. Is killing crocodiles homicidal? I thought homicidal meant you killed a person. Like a homo sapien. You know? Not like killing your own fratricide. Fratricide. Crococidal. Yeah. No. Killing people is homicidal. It's different for crocodiles, though. You know? All right, I've got a video I've wanted to watch for, by the way. He's still okay. Okay. I have a video I wanted to watch for a while, and I think it might be interesting for me. Homo means same. Oh, yeah. That's true. So it means, so if a crocodile kills another crocodile, that's homicidal. Yeah. Wow. Smart. Okay. I'm learning a lot tonight. I've had this thing in my thing forever. This is a video from Thomas, no, that's the other one. Design Doc. Why do games shift in tone? And it had Jak and Daxter on the front. And I fucking hate Jak and Daxter 2. I only like Jak and Daxter 1. And I know Bomberman's in this video too. And I want to know why they did that shit. Yeah, these two. I hated Jak and Daxter 2, dude. Why? Jak's 2 and 3 slap. No, Jak 2 sucks. Jak 1 is so good because it's a simple platformer that you just get to the beginning and the end and you just collect the things. It's like Mario 64, you know? It's very simple. You do the thing. Jak 2 went all like open world and shit, and it went all grimdark, and he's like a tortured soul being experimented on in a lab or some shit. It's terrible. Jak 2 and Jak 3 are awful. Jak 1 goes crazy. I think Jak 3 tried to be Ratchet and Clank, too. They had guns and shit. Ugh.
It's not working
Hell
anymore,
yeah,
Jim.
Bomberman.
The
Hell
kids
yeah.
Just don't know about the Bomberman. We need a Bomberman for a new generation.
Were you guys around for the Bomberman redesign? That shit is still crazy.
Angrier.
I don't know how
No,
Bomberman
even
survived it now, by the way.
angrier.
That game is so basic.
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
Ship the game. My career. Those damn kids ruined my career.
Wait. Bomberman did 847 copies? 40,000, right? Okay, surely those are in the hundreds, right? They're not in the thousands. Holy shit.
Game series are usually pretty static. Madden is roughly the same game it's been for decades. Uncharted is Uncharted. Kirby's Kirby. But every once in a while, a game series takes a hard turn. Suddenly your happy, cheery Kirby
went
is
3D,
angry eyebrows
so-
Kirby. Game designers don't make those changes by
Game
accident.
sucks.
Something causes them. Maybe a big problem.
Don't
pops
say
up.
it looks cool.
Maybe
It's
the
not.
series audience is changing. Maybe the game format is getting a little stale. Or maybe the designers just think that's the case. The game
Okay, I saw the redesigned Bomberman, but I never saw the gameplay. I didn't realize it's just actual Bomberman. I never actually looked into it. It's just fucking Bomberman. But you can't see anybody.
Format is
Why are
getting
we
a
so
little
zoomed
stale.
out?
Or maybe the designers just think that's the case. Whatever it is, something
never
inside
met
a game
somebody that
studio
really
signals
likes
to the devs
Bomberman.
that the game has to change.
I've met
and
people
go
that
in a
like
bold new
Pac-Man or
direction.
Dig Dug or
But
Bubble
what sorts of
Bobble or
signals
whatever. I've
could
never
those
met a
be?
Bomberman
And more
fan.
importantly, does a tone shift lead to success? Whatever success looks like. Let's look back at a bunch of game series that decided
Best Devil
enough
May
was
Cry
enough,
game, by the way.
made a
I'm not
drastic
kidding.
change.
It's my favorite
and had
one.
to live with the consequences.
That game rules.
This episode
I know
is
I talk about
sponsored
this a
by
lot,
War
but it's
Thunder.
true.
War
Shut the
Thunder-
fuck up. No, I'm going to speak my truth. I loved this game. I've played 3 Devil May Cries, and I was like, they're fine. This game was cool. I'm not baiting. And I'm not being a contrarian. I liked this game. Absolute stupidest thing Coney has said. I genuinely liked this game a lot. Maybe it's because it was a reboot and I didn't have to learn all the stupid fucking lore about Dante and his brother who's not his brother or something, and they're from hell and they do a bounty thing. I don't remember. I played 2 of the games and I don't even remember that shit. This one's about like the media, which is way more interesting than some bullshit God, heaven, devil thing. This game rules. They're twins? Whatever. And why does he like pizza?
Consequences.
That's not what it's about at all. I don't remember. I played the game. It
This
was a long
episode
time
is
ago.
sponsored by War Thunder. War Thunder is a free to 5.
You hate Jack 3 but love DMC? I don't know why. I genuinely couldn't tell you why I liked it. But I did like it more. Sincerely.
So, what are we talking about? A series only changes what they are because
don't
of
know
a
why.
big problem.
I just do.
Sometimes the mechanics are the focus of the change.
I'm not baiting!
We've talked about some of those in our game design rebrands video over here. Other times, though, it's a problem with the series' tone and feel. But that could either be a real problem or just a
cool.
perceived one.
So cool. Look at this shit. I think it's because I like carnivals. I thought the settings were way more interesting. Do you guys remember the boss fight with all the TV screens? That's cool as hell. You guys remember that? Play 5. I did. It was boring. It wasn't boring. It was fine. Devil May Cry 5 is fine. This one had like interesting settings and shit.
Why does a game series try to reinvent
Name
itself?
3 more bosses. The fuck you lady, the TV screen person, and those are the 2.
Well, there are actually
the bald
a lot
guy
of
at the end.
Chapter 1. Always listen to the kids. Many tone shifts are business decisions, meant to try to widen the appeal of a series or to reach a new audience.
Why is there a bald IBDW? What the fuck?
In the late 90s, Naughty Dog was looking for
never
their
seen
next
that
big
before.
franchise after their success with Crash Bandicoot, but wanted something that they could call their own. They left behind Universal Studios to work exclusively with Sony, with whom they had built a strong working relationship during the PS1 era. With the more powerful PS2 hardware at their disposal, they saw
Hell
new
yeah.
possibilities and set out to make their next big franchise,
This
Jack
game
and
goes
Daxter.
crazy. Make
Now,
a new
Naughty
one.
Dog isn't the kind of company to shy away from doing the trendy thing.
Make a new one.
Especially in the 90s.
Please.
Jason Rubin described Crash as following in the footsteps of giants like Mario, Donkey Kong Country, and Sonic. And the influence those
Jack
games
1
had on
rules,
Crash's
dude.
level
Seriously.
and character design is pretty clear. Jack and Daxter would follow suit. The game is effectively a fusion and refinement of 2 of the most successful and influential games of the previous generation, Super Mario 64 and The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Jak and Daxter was a 3D collectathon
so.
where players could explore open-world style sandboxes, completing objectives
very
and platforming
Banjo-y.
challenges to collect progression items like
You just
Mario
collect
64.
shit.
The game had an immersive story and cinematic components,
Oh, but there was a story.
with a
I
fully
guess that's
fleshed
more
out setting and better cohesion from location to
This
location.
game was like it was right around that time where like every single piece of media was doing the whole like that's just wrong. I'm not even gonna ask about that kind of shit, you know what I mean? Like now the MCU does all the whole like, so that just happened, you know what I mean? But it was like even before that, where it was like, wow, that's disturbing. It's not he's right behind me, isn't he? No. See, that's what I think we're at now. That's we are current year. That's where we are now. The old stuff was like, and I'm walking away now. You know, it's like a dismissal. You know what I mean? Not actively engaging.
Like what Zelda was known.
There was a TV show called That's Just Wrong, and I was 13 years old and I wanted to die.
For at the time.
It was awful.
The game had no loading screen.
I hated the early
seamlessly
2000s.
loading the world as you walk through it, which helped contribute to the level of immersion the game
So
was going
bad.
for. Jak and Daxter was released in December 2001.
Were you cool back
to
then?
both
Hell yeah, I
critical
was
and
cool.
commercial success.
Everybody loved me. Wait, no, that was middle school. Was it middle school? I was popular in high school. Middle school was a disaster.
Selling over 1 million copies in the US alone. Though it wasn't nearly as successful
Middle
as
school
any
was
of the games
bad.
in the
High school
Crash
was pretty
series.
good.
And it wasn't for a lack of trying. Sony and Naughty Dog marketed the game hard. So what happened?
No,
Why
I
didn't the
remember. No. Jak 1, like half of the lines of dialogue are characters saying rule number 1 and then saying something. I remember that. Like that's always the first thing that they would say. I don't know why. Nobody's gonna know what I'm talking about. I just remember them saying that a lot. This is stupid.
Game make a bigger splash.
I'm looking out for a soul that has played these games and knows what I'm talking about, because that's what they would keep fucking doing. It's the same writing across the board. It was really
In
bad.
hindsight, it's clear that Naughty
I just
Dog
remember
and
that
Sony
being a
were
thing.
aiming for as broad an audience.
I'm sorry.
as
I don't know why I'm
possible. The art
hoping that
style
somebody
and
knows
character
this.
designs had creative
This is
input
so
from
stupid.
Sony of America, Japan, and Europe. Jason Rubin describes it as a design by committee process that he felt was a mistake in hindsight. Jak himself lacked direction.
Maybe play the Jak and Daxter series on stream? Why would I do that?
The character.
No.
And likely lessen the game's impact to some degree. He was the silent
Do you guys
protagonist,
remember when we played
not
Uncharted
doing
and
much more
everybody
than
chuckled?
standing around
Everybody
while
said
Daxter
chuckles
did all the
over and over.
talking
It was like
animating.
that.
The game had some minor but persistent criticism for lacking personality compared to its series contemporaries Ratchet & Clank and Sly Cooper. The other thing is the industry was changing from
Die!
underneath.
Oh my god.
Mario 64 and Ocarina of Time were great.
Jesus Christ.
But it's 2001, baby. Tastes were changing, and refining what
Clammed.
worked before isn't a guarantee it'll work again. Early on in the development of Jak 2, the designers were thinking through prototypes and the world they were trying to make. Jason Rubin talks of focus groups they ran, where young kids would say
I miss
the game
Sly
looked
Cooper.
good,
Yeah, me
but,
too.
you know, good for their little brother.
Do you guys... I feel like... I can't believe that they haven't just done that shit again. Like, Sly Cooper, I guess it probably didn't sell well. It reviewed well. The new Ratchet & Clank was just a remake, so I guess that's not the same. I feel like a new Jak would do okay. But there's got to be a reason they're not doing it.
When Rubin would ask them what they were most interested in playing now,
It's the same reason
the
everybody's like,
answer
why
would
don't they
always
make an
come back,
F-Zero? 'Cause it's
Grand
not gonna
Theft
fucking
Auto
sell.
3. With the mainstream audience gravitating towards GTA,
Did
Naughty
Crash
Dog
4
took
go
a cue
well?
from that
I
and applied
don't
it to
know.
the sequel in as many ways as it could.
Critically, it did
Jak
fine.
2 was released 2 years
Actually,
later.
no, I think
and flipped
critically
the
people... No, I'm thinking of the remake. Never mind.
basics of
I
the
think Crash
original
4 did
game
well.
on its head. The game begins with the main cast
They
getting
teased
flung
Crash
through a
5
portal
recently.
to a
Okay.
harsh, war-torn city ruled by a tyrannical government and under constant threat of monsters called metalheads. Jak is captured and experimented on
Cool.
for 2 years, completely changing his character.
I thought he was naked.
Also, he can talk now. Daxter is still here, still completely changing his
Bro,
character.
I remember...
Also,
when I played this game, I was so taken aback by this scene. Because the first Jak and Daxter is very, like, cartoony. It's like Saturday morning cartoons. It's very goofy and silly. And then you open up on him getting experimented on and saying he's going to kill somebody. And he has a goatee now? He has, like, a Fred Durst goatee?
he can talk now.
Oh, my God.
Daxter is still here, still doing Daxter things. His wisecracks and jokey personality actually do a better job balancing out the new edgy Jack than in the original. The plot casts aside the general fantasy setting for a revenge plot with guns and attitude. The collectathon structure has been abandoned in favor of story-based missions
it went
and
all
a
Ratchet and Clank.
GTA-style open-world hub where you can steal cars and get chased by the authorities in between missions. The shift in tone was pretty jarring, but you know what? Jak 2 did fine. It was easy to make fun of its newfound attitude, but it didn't drive people away. Under that surface edge, the story was more engaging.
I forgot about that
The
guy.
characters were more interesting and dynamic. The fundamental platforming gameplay meshed well with the new mission-based structure and weapons. Jak 2's tone shift was born out of trend chasing, and even though it might seem bolted on to a series that wasn't designed for it, the developers at Naughty Dog
weird to me
still
how
pulled
old
it off.
these games are
The
now.
shift worked.
You know, like people grow up on
Chapter
the PS3
2,
now.
Scare the kids.
That's a good series of images. That's nice.
Some series aren't trying to chase trends. They're trying to get ahead of stagnation. Take Advance Wars.
Dude, what's going on with Advance Wars, by the way? Nintendo just put that shit away. Is it ever coming out? What the fuck is going on? It's dead 100%. Dude, did Nintendo really think there were never gonna be any wars? Ever again? Nintendo just made a game about war and was like, alright, well, thank God we have world peace now. I know it's because of Russia and Ukraine, but, like, come on. There's gonna be a war all the time.
Advance Wars is a pretty old series.
They're waiting it out? We're gonna die to nukes soon. Just release the game. Fuck it.
But it might be older
Let me
than you
play in
think.
my bunker.
People in the West might know it first from Advance Wars, released in 2001, but it's way older than
The
that.
original came out the day before 9/11. You're fucking kidding. What the fuck? This series has no luck. I don't think it's a luck thing. I think if you ever see an Advance Wars game revealed, you should probably invest in some protection. Buy a gun. If they come out tomorrow and say, hey everybody, Advance Wars 3 coming out soon, buy an underground bunker and lots of provisions. Holy fucking shit. They know something. It can't be luck at this point. It's the same thing as the Horizon Zero Dawn devs. Oh my god, dude. Now I'm going to be watching every Nintendo Direct hoping I don't see Advance Wars. Advance Wars comes to the Switch December 19th. On December 20th, our planet is doomed. Getting nuked into the fucking stratosphere. What happened to Horizon Zero Dawn? The first Horizon Zero Dawn game came out 3 days before Breath of the Wild. The second Horizon Zero Dawn game came out a week before Elden Ring. Those games are huge, open world, like, you know, massive kind of objective adventure-based games. And they both got eaten the fuck up. I own Horizon Forbidden West, the new one, and I enjoyed it for like a day, and then Elden Ring came out, and I just never put it back in. Yahoo! It's fucked up.
That shit that I threw up.
Yeah, I can't believe that. They know something. This can't be a coincidence. Not twice. Man. Jeez.
The advance
Horizon sucks. It's fun. Horizon sucks because everybody talks too fucking much. The cutscenes are so long. I can't care about this anymore. All the side quests and shit. It's a fun game, but there's too much stuff in it.
Advance Wars refers to the Game Boy Advance, but the series goes back to 1988 with the Japanese-only release of Famicom Wars.
Jesus.
Released on the Sega Saturn. I mean the Famicom. Most Nintendo platforms had their own Japan-exclusive releases in the series.
Hold on. Have you guys ever heard of General Chaos? I used to play the shit out of this game as a kid, and I feel like I shouldn't have been allowed to do that. It's basically a war game for the Genesis, but you could, like, burn people alive. You pick units, and there's, like, grenadiers and flamethrower guys, and yep, there he is, burning a guy to ashes right there. It's a war game. I played this when I was, like, 6. Yep, there he goes. That guy's dead. Could get away with anything back then. I think I remember, and maybe I'm making this up. I might be getting Mandela'd. I think I distinctly remember men on the ground who had been shot pleading for their lives. And you could go over there and then just go. I think that happened. There's also close combat where they just get in a fist fight. Yeah, this game's fucked up. Oh my god, they made an update? Why? Not everything needs a fucking reboot.
Game Boy Wars and its sequels, and Super Famicom Wars. But
yeah, that game was
big
fucked up.
tentpole release was Advance Wars.
General Chaos is a South Park character. I actually just watched the COVID special, the post-COVID one, literally yesterday. I finished it just to see how it was going. It was okay.
Big enough to cement what would become the series' hallmarks. A breezy but pretty deep military tactics game full of bright, colorful scenes, wacky cartoon characters, and about as cheery a depiction of war as you're gonna find. Advance Wars sold great, even after releasing on the world's most unfortunate release date.
We should have watched the video.
Spawned a couple.
Alright, hold on. Advance Wars 2, when did that come out?
And a real weird spin-off on the GameCube and Wii.
When did that
Italian
happen?
Wars is something. Over the next half-decade, the series had fallen into a rhythm. A couple tweaked mechanics, an expanded story mode, and some extra multiplayer features, but Advance Wars was Advance Wars. Until 2008, out of nowhere, Intelligent Systems released Advance Wars Days of Ruin. Cheer, gone. World, meteored. Cartoony characters, nope. Colors, drab.
Oh my god, I forgot about this!
Sick as hell. Days of Ruin
I forgot
the
this
series' familiar
existed.
tactical gameplay in a self-serious and stark world devastated by
Oh my
meteor
god!
strikes and the fight for resources in the aftermath. The game was a reaction to the perceived sameness of the series.
That's
The devs
crazy.
believed that the game was
Ruined the series? Really? That's fascinating.
and evolving under the hood, but on the
Huh.
surface,
I forgot
it
this
appeared to be the
existed.
same game.
I was never
time
an
and time
Advance
again,
Wars guy.
and they felt that fans were starting to notice. The easiest change was to reflect the concept of war onto the rest of the game and unify the setting more. The world is wrecked. Pastel
That's a
colors
neat
turn
idea.
to browns and grays. Tsunamis,
Huh.
earthquakes,
Although I
dust
guess it
blocking out the
sucked.
sun. The
People
COs
hated
have
it.
serious problems, rather than not knowing what an airport is for laughs.
I honestly though, I think the serious tone makes more sense. Advance Wars is like, it's too nonchalant. Like, people are dying. Advance Wars always seemed really weird to me. Because it was like, you know, these generals are sending people to die, right? They're sending troops to be slaughtered. And they're just like, what's an airport? It's too cartoony.
The COs aren't so much cartoon
I feel like
characters.
it's
They're
tone
fighting
deaf,
for
you
their
know?
survival in a way the series never
It's a
really
cartoon?
attempted.
Well, then they shouldn't be fucking fighting a war. They should be, like, fighting over turf with paint or something.
Touch on before.
Maybe they spray the
Days
ground
of
and whoever
Ruin's
has
change
more
in
paint on the
direction
ground.
stemmed
That'd
from
be a
the
fun
desire
game,
to stave off
right?
player fatigue and getting the same thing yet again. And it worked. Well, critically anyway. The change in tone was welcomed by reviewers and well received by fans. Days of Ruin sold
You guys are
okay,
so dumb. You guys are so dumb.
but not
It's
great.
so easy.
About 600,000 units.
It's so easy.
Better than Dual Strike. They didn't even release
It's
Days
so
of Ruin in
easy.
Japan until 5 years later, as a Club Nintendo Platinum status bonus download. The series' tone successfully changed, though the series has ground to a
I
standstill
think this
in
is
the
better,
intervening
actually.
years. We haven't had a new Advance Wars game since 2008, and nothing afterward until Reboot Camp. The remake of the first two Advance Wars games was announced. Days of Ruin successfully revamped the series' style, though
long
if they
has
were
it been
aiming for
since
lasting success,
they
it'd be hard to argue that it was
talked about
mission
the
accomplished.
reboot? It's been like a year or
Chapter
two, right?
3. Never show your game to your coworkers. They will steal your ideas. Some tone shifts happen even before the first game comes out. Conker's Bad Fur Day was made by the Rare team behind Killer Instinct Gold. But it didn't start out as a vaguely South Park-inspired 3D mascot platformer. First, it was a regular 3D mascot platformer.
Dude, I was so fucking excited for this game. I saw this in like EGM and in like Tips and Tricks magazines. I was so fucking excited for a Conker game. Seriously. I wanted to, and I think it was after Banjo, and I loved Banjo. I was like, oh, I can't wait. And then it turned into fucking mature stuff, and I wanted it even more. Because that edgy shit was exactly what a young kid wants.
The game was announced
Absolutely.
at E3 1997 as 12 Tales.
I played this recently and absolutely hated it. Dude, I hear it's very bad now. It aged very bad. I don't know if that's true. There are some moments that I remember really well about it. Like the Nazi mission with the teddies, like going up the beach. The Dracula shit. I like the Dracula shit, but I also remember really hating the water level with the cogs. I got Conker thinking it was still Friendly Squirrel Game, and the first thing I saw was the sunflower boobs. Yeah, the bee that's like, I go bounce on her tits. What the, Jesus. There's like a king bee that wants you to like help him pollinate. You go give that flower some water. I think he's Cockney. I don't remember. No, I think that's the cog.
And followed in the footsteps of Super Mario 64,
I remember
like
a
so
lot
many
about
other
Conker,
games of that
actually.
era. Their one weird trick was going to be more
Why is his
expressive
head
characters
so-
and animation.
Why the fuck is his
Of
head
that era.
bobbing so much?
Their one weird trick was going to be more expressive characters and animation.
That's an amazing detail. I want to play that game. Or characters just doing this the whole time.
That era. Their one weird trick was going to be more expressive characters and animation.
That's
According to
amazing.
software engineer Chris Marlowe, 12 Tales had a ton of cool ideas, but they didn't really seem to gel together all that well. While in its early development stages, one of the other teams at Rare looked at 12 Tales and took inspiration, which they applied to their own Project Dream. That game went through its own shift, from an action-adventure RPG to something more colorful and platformy.
What? I didn't know that. They stole Banjo? That's fucking crazy. What the fuck? No shot you didn't know that. No, I knew about the Project Dream stuff. I knew this. I didn't know that they stole the Conker idea and made Banjo. That's crazy. The same company?
Project Dream would be renamed Banjo-Kazooie. You might have heard of it. While Conker's development slowed to a...
What the fuck? Oh my god, what are we gonna do? They made Banjo. They put out a whole get. What? Fuck it. Put him on a unicycle. I don't know. I don't. But give him a unicycle.
Banjo-Kazooie was
We
released
gotta get
in
something.
1998 to massive critical and commercial success.
Oh my
That
God.
success would force the Conker
Make him say fuck. Give him a gun. Give him a gun.
team to do some
Put tits on the flower. I don't know.
soul searching. Banjo made 12 Tales look. That success would force the Conker team to
Make
do
him
some
blind.
soul-searching.
Make him
Banjo-
blind. He's Ray Charles now. Just have it be Stevie Wonder.
Banjo
He
made
just
12
fucking.
Those look redundant. Just another cutesy
Holy
platformer
shit.
from Rare. The project stagnated until it was taken over by Chris Seaver, one of the main artists on the team. The game needed a radical tone shift to make it stand out in the late N64 marketplace, so Seaver made it
Put in
lean
a
into
Matrix
lowbrow
reference,
edgy
yeah.
humor while keeping the outwardly cute art style.
Make the bears
Mixing some movie
Nazis.
parodies because it's the late 90s.
Fucking
And
D-Day.
hey, you've got something. Something more unique at least.
Make the cogs gay.
Bad Fur Day was a product of its time.
gotta pee
but
on the boss.
Bold, raunchy tone made it stand out among its contemporaries and was well received.
Oh, that's
Rare
funny.
believed in it and thought the game had the potential to lead to more. After
Rare
Microsoft
games
purchased
really
Rare,
did just
Bad
age
Fur Day
terribly
received a
across the
full
board.
remake in
That's fucked
2005
up.
on the original Xbox, with enhanced online multiplayer, which
That
remained
sucks.
fairly active for a couple of years.
It's amazing this game is on the N64. It looks amazing. Do you mean this? Because this is not. If you mean this, yeah. I mean, the game came out late in 64.
Xbox, with enhanced
was,
online
it-
multiplayer,
it-
which
it was very
remained fairly
popular.
active for a couple of years.
Also, the Conker multiplayer is some of the most fun I've ever had, like, in my life, to date. Conker multiplayer is fucking phenomenal. It's so good. I never played the Xbox version, but I played the 64 one. When you get the sword, you turn into a demon of death. You kill everybody. The
Weirdly
katana
enough,
is terrifying.
there was more censored content on the Xbox version compared to the N64 original. Rare had plans for multiple follow-up projects, including a full sequel,
game
Conker's
looks
Other Bad
gorgeous,
Day,
even
and
now.
a multiplayer-focused game called Conker: Geddon Medieval. Though by this point, the revamp and tone already
This game
seemed a
looks
little
good.
dated. The projects never really got off the ground. So where does that leave Conker's Bad Fur Day? And
I
its
think I
projects
remember particularly this game. Oh, there's the bee, by the way, that wants to sleep with the flower. I remember this game. They uncensored the swear words, and everybody was like, "Oh, that's so cool! Now they can say bad words." But it's actually way funnier when you bleep out the swear words. Like, the game is way funnier when it's bleeped out, and so people would play this game and they're like, "Oh, it's not as funny anymore."
never really got off the ground. So where does that leave
weird.
Conker's Bad Fur Day and its tone shift? As a long-lasting series, Conker didn't make it. As a cult classic, it's still one of the better remembered games on the platform, and one of the weird game development stories of that era.
I still
As a
like
tone shift to
Conker,
save
but I
a
didn't-
failing, outmoded project,
I remember a lot
it's hard to
about
argue it was anything but a success.
But it's ugly.
Chapter 4. Never listen to the kids. Remember Fuse? Nah,
Yeah,
probably
vaguely.
not. That's kind of the problem.
Is
Maybe
that
though.
the,
And if you know about Fuse, you might know about Overstrike.
Oh no, what was the game with the fucking with the nectar? Hive? It's not Fuse. What's the name? Haze. Haze. That's what I'm thinking of.
Overstrike
It
was
has
first
it has the fucking guy with the broken eye thing. I just remember the cover art. That's what I was thinking of.
shown off at E3 2011. Insomniac and EA were teaming up to make a bright
There were
shooter
so many
where
shooters
quirky
that I
secret
thought looked
organization
so
teams up
interesting
to
back,
stop
like
evil
Brink.
robots.
I was like, oh fuck, I want to play Brink. I thought Brink looked cool as shit.
No, not that one.
What was I
That one.
thinking?
At the time, the game struck a chord. It seemed like it could be something along the lines of Team Fortress 2, with the added personality and individual
You
characters.
guys remember Brink? I just remember the cover art because I was like, damn, that's a bright color. When games look different, I take notice. I was like, damn, that's pretty. I like that blue. I want to play it. And then it was bad. I think Rage did the same.
Something like The Incredibles. Jokey,
Battleborn
special
and
agent stuff.
Evolve. Oh my god. Yep. I played the beta for Evolve, and I was like, oh, everybody says this is really fun. I must not get it. I bet this game is amazing. I'm stupid. I don't like Evolve. I'm dumb. But by Battleborn, I knew. I was like, this sucks. Yeah, it's not good. Evolve was a legit cool idea. I mean, it's a nice idea. It's just how do you, like... I've talked about this a lot on stream, mostly in the past. Asymmetrical multiplayer, like, just... I don't know how you make it work. How do you make it fun? Everybody brings up Dead by Daylight, which I fucking hate. Because Dead by Daylight isn't even, like... The game just is... It's something different from what it wants to be, you know? I hate that fucking game. I loved Friday the 13th, but it... Like... How long can you play that? You know what I mean? That game's all about spectacle, so it needs constant updates with, like, kills and new content and stuff. I don't know. Hopefully Killer Clowns. Dude, I'm so excited. Also, Texas Chainsaw. I can't wait. Texas Chainsaw and Killer Clowns are two asymmetrical they keep making horror game asymmetrical multiplayer, and I love it. That's amazing.
With fun.
There's a Texas Chainsaw game. Yeah, I was gonna watch it on stream, but it's very gruesome. Basically, I think it's 3v4. It's the same as Killer Clowns. It's literally the same thing. But you start in the basement, and then you get out of the house, and you have to get out of the house, and then you have to run down to the road. It's really neat. I don't think Evil Dead did well. No, I don't think so. I haven't heard anything about it. It came out and then it's dead. Killer Clowns is huge, though. Yeah, that's like 3v7. That's crazy.
Secret powers and near-future tech. Right now, that might not sound too unique, but in 2011, it was fresh. Back before every second game couldn't stop winking at the camera. Overstrike seemed like a totally solid concept and a promising title to check back on as it was
I've
developed.
never heard of this.
There weren't any public announcements, but that's not unusual.
My issue with Killer Clowns is in the movie, the only way I think the clowns kill people is they shoot people with cotton candy guns. How do you make an asymmetrical multiplayer game where the less people have guns? That feels like cheating. One of the guys knocks a dude's head off in the movie. He does like an uppercut, but
everything's probably fine, right?
It's all just shooting.
1 year later, we got a new Overstrike update.
Don't they put people in the pods? Yeah, but the cotton you get put in when you get shot by the cotton candy gun, you become a pod. That's what you are then, I think.
Overstrike.
The
game was rebranded to Fuse. Get ready for the zany.
Yeah.
Where did all the colors go?
Jeez.
And like, all the secret weapons are less fun and more disturbing. Turns out, the year of development kicked off with some focus testing. Insomniac was originally going for a fun, campy style, not far off from Ratchet & Clank, and appealing to people in their late teens. Once it got to the focus groups, the target demo thought the game was for their younger brothers, so they changed it. That's a good call.
Yeah, everybody was
no game
mad
has
edgy
ever
around
been
this
profitable if it appeals to 8-year-olds.
Yep, Overwatch is for babies.
Ever.
Yep.
Ever.
Yep.
Ever.
Yeah.
The game went through a ground-up reimagining and sucked the life out of the whole project. Every character went from quirky to tragic. Every motivation from rootable to unsettling.
This is just
game
Gears
about
of War.
personalities became about
I think
alien
Gears of
guns
War
and
did
the
this.
bad things you can do with them. From we're broken and having fun to we're broken and not having any fun.
This is just a
Fuse
Gears
came
of
out
War
in
moment.
mid-2013
They're even
with
hiding
tepid
behind
reviews.
fucking walls.
And guess what?
Best rename that shit to Tears of War. That dude always crying.
They mostly harp on the game's lack of distinguishing personality. It's not a
More like
technical disaster.
Tears of War.
It plays okay. It's fine, I guess. But it's totally unremarkable. Fuse came and went. Chapter 5. I
Cool
don't know.
spot.
Do what you feel like, man.
Hell yeah! That's my fucking guy.
Shifts don't
Dante
have to be
the
dark
Demon
and
Killer.
gritty or more epic
Oh,
or
never
for
mind.
comedy.
They changed it.
Sometimes it's about the
I thought that's what we were
vibes.
talking about. I
Tetris
love
is
Dante
a
the
puzzle
Demon
game.
Killer.
Abstract, blocks, no story,
With his dumb
no characters,
smile.
just
I loved him.
blocks. Fill in the lines as much as you can, level by level.
That's my
faster and
favorite
faster,
guy.
Until you can't. It's super simple, but there's one weird thing. If you play enough Tetris, there's a change that happens. You start playing the game by feel. You know where the pieces have to go without thinking about it. You're in that zone, a trance-like state where the line between you and the game starts to blur. You've experienced the Tetris effect. Now, that's by accident. The meditative qualities of Tetris weren't designed into it from the start, but it's a nice extra to make the game a little more compelling than if it weren't there. Now that it's here though, what if you leaned into that? There isn't much of a theme
I
to
see.
speak
I
of
was
in
like, wait, where are we going
so
with
what if you
this?
changed it to
I
explore
was so
how deep
confused.
the Tetris effect can go? Hank Rogers, founder of the Tetris Company, was a fan of Lumines and Rez, and asked Enhanced founder Tetsuya Mizuguchi to do pretty much that, but for Tetris. The game was made with VR as a focus, leaning in on the experience of being fully immersed in the platonic ideal of Tetris. The road wasn't easy though. Tetris Effect took 6 years to create and refine. Early versions of the game
That's why this shit is so expensive. Dude, I want Tetris Effect on every system I own. It's always $40.
were too
Shit is
overwhelming and out of
crazy.
balance. The studio tweaked the game to slow down the
It's
action
just
while
fucking
the environments were
Tetris.
shifting
Why do I have to pay
around,
$40?
to help give players the capacity to appreciate the visuals.
I had to
without
buy it on
losing the game.
Steam,
The
on
campaign
my
was split to
PS4.
provide
Like,
more chances
it's
for breaks
insane.
without
But it's
forcing
good Tetris.
marathon sessions.
It's fucking Tetris. What do you mean it's good Tetris? I could go to Tetris.io and play Tetris right now.
But it was
Game
still
devs
just
need to be paid. Ah, and there's the true answer. Lazy and greedy devs. Interesting.
The gameplay needed a tweak to make the game its own thing.
Ah.
Every so often, you can enter the zone, which lets you drop blocks and fill in lines without them getting removed immediately.
I played bad
While the
Tetris
zone
and
is
it's bad.
active,
How?
you're trying to fill the
What are you
screen with
talking
lines
about?
and then have them all clear at once at the end. The more lines you clear while in the zone, the bigger the bonus. The structure mimics the build-up and catharsis you see in
Tetris Effect is not lazy. Okay.
and it's just as
Copium.
useful in games to help set the pace and create peak moments. And it worked. The game of Tetris becomes a skeleton on which the devs could project an ever-changing array of visual motifs and music that accentuate the experience without drawing your attention away. The set themes, animation,
this video about
music,
again?
and
What-
zone mechanics let the game play with constantly
This
shifting
isn't-
moods and create something
this doesn't
worth
feel relevant.
experiencing. Now, the stakes for Tetris
Tetris.
weren't that high. It wasn't like a series that
This
could have
doesn't
been
feel-
canceled with a bad sales
Tetris
performance.
didn't have a tone
Tetris
shift.
isn't going
Tetris
anywhere.
doesn't have a
but
tone.
the tone shift that Tetris Effect undertook created something rooted in Tetris, but miles past anything the series had done
I
before.
guess. Nah, the dick eating crazy.
I hope you learned something today.
Dude, it's
Now,
Tetris
head down to
posting,
the
huh?
comments. Let's talk about other series that took a drastic tone shift, how they got there, and what changes you'd like to see your favorite series take. Changing the fundamental tone of a game doesn't guarantee success.
Coney's
but
just a
sometimes
Tetris hater.
that
I'm
roll
the
of
opposite.
dice
I love Tetris.
Pays big
I need my
dividends.
Tetris to be in its purest form. Pretty good movie. Oh, this is the secret boss video. Yeah, people recommended that one too. Is that one even interesting? Is that one even good? I just feel like it's gonna list off bosses. I don't know. I feel like there's so many channels that I don't know. It's neat enough? Maybe. You want to know what else is neat? Hold on. I am legally obligated to tell you about... Oh... I am obligated to tell you about... Wait. The Arcadian! Delivered by Beyond the Summit and Papa John's. Calling all unranked Ultimate players. Sign up concludes on October 22nd, which is happening very soon. Guys, there's a $50,000 prize pool and a paid trip to main stage on the line. They're up for grabs, and a lot of people get to go. 3 online qualifiers with East and West brackets. 2 are already gone, so there's 1 more. This is the last one, so you got to get in while the getting's good. Even if you don't play a lot of Ultimate, you might as well try it. It's free to enter, and you might get a free trip to main stage and part of the $50,000 prize pool. Wow. Top 12 get a paid trip. And then also... Wait, I'm trying to get out of the way. The top 16 is at main stage with the top 4 stream live, and you win a VIP trip to Summit, where you could meet me, maybe, if I get hired. It's not a certainty, but I might. We could meet, huh? There you go. Check it out, thearcadian.gg. You can register. Also, there's a link below the stream. You can click on that, and this is an ad. They're paying me to say this, so I have to say that. That's part of the disclosure. But check out the Arcadian. $50,000 for an Arcadian? Ranked players can't even enter. Check it out. Okay. All right. I'm going to bed. I'm actually very tired. I came into the stream exhausted. I had a pretty long day today. It's bedtime. Big bedge. Big announcement tomorrow. Big announcement, and you want to be here. It's big. You definitely want to see it because it's big. Let's go. Oh, Joe's on. We go Joe on this. We go Joe here. What is this emote? Fine, I guess. Somebody's going to accidentally pop that. They're going to say Popeye in all caps. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Big announcement for realsies. Big announcement. Maybe we'll debut the thing that we've been working on. I don't know. We might do that. I don't know where that's at. All right, see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
How I love this pretty bed. Now I'll rest my weary head. Good night.